They come out to the 20, a 3 and out. They punted it into a stiff north wind, a tumbler, which ended up falling backwards for a -7 yards.
Right.
2 plays later, West Catholic's up 14-0. And I tell you what, that Coopersville sideline was just quiet. The entire stadium was quiet except for the West Catholic section. Before long, it ended up being, it was 35-0 at one point before they got a score up. They ripped off 3 in a row, an interception, a broken play, scramble touchdown pass, and it was like they were back in the ball game.
They were.
West Catholic persisted and did a really nice job. It was a methodical type of a win, but very few mistakes. There was 1 interception on the day, and West Catholic came out with a 63-28 win. And it was like, okay, all right, I guess we're okay, right?
We're okay. Yeah, because you wondered right after after that Cincinnati Elder game, you're like, okay, I don't know where we're going to be. Grady Augustin, he had a little bit more poise than what he did against Elder. Of course, it was his first start when he was in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was like, how is this going to go? Well, last week he was 10 for 14, 172 yards, and a touchdown. Did have 1 pick, but I felt like he just was a little bit more comfortable in the pocket than he was the week before.
Yeah, I mean, we still saw a little bit of jitters, getting those feet set to throw those screen passes. He did settle in. It's so much easier playing downhill when you've got an early lead. And I'll tell you what, that offensive line did a tremendous job keeping him protected to make some of those passes. And they did an amazing job for the running game in David Brittenfeld. 185 yards on 32 carries. David Brittenfeld really put the team on his back and went up and down the field, and that was great to see. His numbers are a little bit skewed because of the great field position that they had for the first, certainly the first quarter and into the second quarter of play. Might have been a little bit different. He might have had a 200-plus yard game, and I think that was very possible. But still, put up 185 and really workhorse numbers with the 32 carries. And just, it's like we haven't missed a beat from last year.
Well, that's a really good point, though, to get the 185 yards, just thinking about, right, you got 2 scorers with 2 plays.
Exactly.
And so, he didn't touch the ball much there. Overall, total for the offense, 455 yards of total offense for West Catholic, 280 for Coopersville. So exactly what you want to see. If you're Landon Grove and you're going, you know what, we got to come out and score some more points. We only scored 13 against Elder. We got to open up the offense a little bit more, and they certainly got it done. Defensively, I took a look at that. Who led the way defensively for West Catholic?
Aaron Record.
10 tackles.
Recording tackles.
He actually leads the team on the season with 22 tackles. You and I talked a little bit about this last week, Joe. You don't necessarily want your defensive back to be the one leading the team in tackles. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more linebacker play. We did see Colin Abram. He had a really nice game last week. He had 10 tackles from his linebacker position.
Sophomore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he was plugging the holes, and so that was good to see. There were a few other guys that were in on it. They had a host of tackles too.
Jacob Dussault, on the season, 12, right?
Yeah.
Colin Abram with 13. There's Aaron with his 22, and Colin Hunter had a great game last week too. He's got 13 on the season.
Yeah.
These guys, and I take a look at Colin Abram and certainly Aaron Record. There's a little bit of Viper situation in there, so they've got some tasks to do at the line of scrimmage,
right?
And I think that plays in, but still. There's work to be done defensively, and I think Darren Smith would agree.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit, but I do think there's a lot of positive to take out of last week, and probably the most positive thing was the rushing defense.
Yeah.
While they gave up, I think on the back end, when we look at that that touchdown at the end of the second quarter, right? That deep ball that was thrown, about 40, 45 yards in the back of the end zone. Take nothing away. Great throw, great catch. But as a defensive coach, you're like, we can't allow that to happen, especially at a team like South Christian.
Hard to defend a broken play and directing traffic as a quarterback, and that's what Bo Harris did. And it was a great pass, and it was a great catch, by Bobby Lemieux.
That's right, yeah. Bobby Lemieux. Isaac Bobby Lemieux. Yeah, so he had a couple deep balls, so that was good. But the rushing attack, Joe, take a look at the rushing game. 31 rushing attempts last week for Coopersville for 85 yards. And I do think Darren Smith would say, hey, look if we can hold an offense in high school to 2.7 yards per rush, we're going to win almost every single game.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
So he's got to feel good about that.
Absolutely.
What else did we see? So, overall, I think that was it. Connor Olszewski's special teams, that's always a factor, especially in a big game like this. It was great to see Connor Olszewski with that punt return. Very first time
started
he touched
out
the
the
ball.
Scoring,
so that was big. That was about 47 yards away. And then, of course, you've got Landon Smith. His foot got tired at the end of the night. He had 9 extra points to kick, and he made all 9 of those.
Yeah.
So
it's very good. We want to take a look at maybe West Catholic's offensive line and what a critical role they're going to play in tonight's game.
For sure.
I think that we take a look at the sheet here and the roster for South Christian, and we greatly outsized them. I mean, greatly outsized them. In some cases, 70 pounds at a position. So, I look to West Catholic to run the ball and be able to run it well, to set up some play action, and I see Coach probably taking care of Grady Augustin, getting him comfortable, more comfortable, giving him one read passes, and let his confidence continue to grow here in this big game. This big game is is just something else for a young guy like him. So.
It is. And, to your point, I think that'll be one of the keys of the games, right? I mean, going over left tackle with Dakota Myron, go over to the right side with Jacob Timmer, take advantage of the weight differential that you have on the front line there.
Absolutely. So we'd like to thank our sponsors here to bring the broadcast to you tonight. Fox Pools here on the Fox Pools pregame show. Swimming pool installation, repair, supplies, and accessories. Custom Caulking, where quality is the priority, serving both commercial and residential customers, and they sponsor every Falcon touchdown. West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair, and they sponsor our halftime show. Frank's Market, fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. Paget Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax prep, and payroll by Duba Attorneys at Law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan. Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. Moore & Sons Roofing, your certified local Owens Corning roofing contractor. By Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And by your West Catholic Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school program in the state of Michigan. Now I gotta cut away here from football a minute.
As well you should.
I am a class of '84 graduate of West Catholic High School.
Isn't that like 40 years ago?
And that's what my point is tonight. So this weekend is our big 40-year class reunion, and all my classmates that have made it to the game tonight are down along the third base line doing a little tailgate and having a good time. And I want to say, go class of '84, and it's great to see everybody. We're going to be at 5th Street Hall tomorrow night for anybody that hasn't been contacted, and we did a pretty good job of trying to contact people.
Nice.
Feel free to pop on in and have a drink, and let's share some stories and talk about how weird we were back then. And, those other guys, the class of '74.
Yeah.
They're right next to us down there.
50-year
guys. It took us 3 people to put our tent up. It took them 9. 9 people. And we were calling them out.
Yeah.
Hey, exactly. Hey, class of '74, you guys still got it.
So
it just takes more of you.
Class of 84.
84.
Graduating class of what size?
I think we had just a hair over 200.
Okay.
I think just a hair over 200. We were. I think the class of 86 was the last really big class size of over 200 here at West. Yeah.
And the class this year for West is one of the bigger ones they had. And Jill Annabelle will come and talk a little bit about that at halftime. She's one of our special guests. We had a great halftime show scheduled for you with Jill Annabelle, the CEO of West Catholic here, coming in, and also Steve Abid, who was coaching football back in 1984. He was
coaching our class back then. I was a golfer.
He's got some memories.
But he says it's one of his favorite classes here at West. Yeah. And so we'll relive some of the glory days with Steve Abid at halftime after Jill. And, it's going to be great as we continue here on the Fox Pools pregame show as we see West Catholic, it looks like
red, white, and blue.
The red, white, and blue.
The patriotic.
The student section is running out onto the field, and they're very patriotic tonight. I love it. This is great.
Well, it's the military appreciation night here at West Catholic, and they're supporting our military, which is awesome.
Hey, let's take a look at South Christian here, Tom. This is only the third meeting of these two schools. We have to go all the way back to 2012 and 2013. Those were launch years for West Catholic. Of course, 10 was the state championship, but boy, those were the beginning years. And unfortunately, South Christian leads the series 2-0. So West Catholic does not have a victory over South Christian in the history of both schools. South Christian's got an enrollment of 684. They are a D4 school here, West Catholic being D5, and West Catholic, in comparison, 483 kids. So 199 kids fewer. I mean, we're the little guys here.
Well,
should we call them the Goliaths?
Yeah, there we go. Well, they're more of they're a larger D4 school,
they
right?
Are, yeah.
And we're one of the smallest D5 schools.
We are one of the smallest.
In fact,
second smallest, I think.
You go back to 2 years ago, and West Catholic played in D6.
Yes, yeah. We just inched over the D5 level. So they're in the OK Gold. They're coached by Danny Brown, former player and state champion, when he was a player in 2002, I believe. He's in his sixth season. He's been with the team since 2019. The head coach since 2019, assistant since 2011. Mm-hmm. He is 48-15 overall to date, including the wins this season. Nice accolades for Danny. Just this week, he was named the Detroit Lions High School Coach of the Week.
I did see that.
Big honor for him.
How impressive is that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they look at guys and they look how impactful they are within their community and their team, and it's a great award to win. We've had coaches here at West Catholic that have done the same thing, and they're well-deserved and a big honor. He gets to go down, I think, in November or December and join the other coaches, and I think there's an award. The team or the school gets, I think, $1,500 or something like that, but really nice thing for him.
It's a nice wedge, too, by the way.
It is.
Danny Brown hits a nice wedge.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw it at Saskatoon. He had a good golf game.
That's good. That's good to know. I hope his golf game is really good tonight.
Yeah,
right?
Me too.
Hey, last season, these guys, they were 10-4, but the D4 state runner-up lost to Harper Woods 27-33 in the last seconds of the game. They were on their way to 2 state titles in a row and got a little bit shortchanged at the end, but still, tremendous season to make it to Ford Field. You and I understand what it takes to do that, so congratulations there. The year before, they were 14-0. Perfect season for them. D4 state champions. They defeated Goodrich 28-0. They were all that and a bag of chips.
They were.
Fantastic. 2014, I mean, we can start clicking these things off. 2014, a 12-2 season, D4 state champs. They defeated Lansing Sexton 28-27. 2013, they were there when we were there, right? They played the day before.
Right.
They played the day before. 2013, D4 runner-up, a loss to Marine City, 35-49. 2012.
In fact, wasn't that the game where Liam Putz held the longest field goal for like seconds? And I think it might have been that game where a kid from Marine City might have hit a long field goal. I could be wrong.
I think you're wrong by a year. I think it was the year after.
Gotcha.
Like 14.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was 15. I think it was 15.
You're right.
Anyways,
I digress.
2012, 11-3. They were D4 state champs then, beating Country Day 40-7. 2002, Danny Brown, head coach, his senior year there. They were the D4 state champs. Riverview, we go back to 99. They were the runner-up to Orchard Lake St. Mary. 86, they were the runner-up to St. Ignace. And 84, they were the runner-up to DePorres. These guys have got some good football that they've played through the years. That's 40 years ago against DePorres, which doesn't even exist anymore, does it?
Yeah, and the 83 team,
yeah.
St. Francis played against DePorres.
Oh, yeah.
And lost as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your Glads.
Yeah.
Your Glad's got a big game tonight, too. We'll look at that later. 2024 season for the Sailors. August 30th, first game of the year against Grand Rapids Christian. Big win, 42-27. Last week against East Grand Rapids, down by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. Came back for a big win, 42-28. Carson Viss, 4 touchdown passes and 1 touchdown run. He threw for 333 and ran for 42. So all by himself, he accounted for 375 yards of total offense. That's a formidable player. Fantastic. Tonight versus West Catholic. Big game. I think, why wouldn't he be nervous too?
Sure, it's a big game.
Why not?
It's a big game.
Right?
Although he handled East Grand Rapids pretty darn well.
He did.
Yeah.
They wore him down. The remainder of their schedule, Wyoming, Forest Hill Central, Zeeland East, Unity Christian, Zeeland West, and then Catholic Central. So their season's nothing to laugh at all.
No,
they've got
not at all.
A number of hard
Zeeland
games.
West, Catholic Central. You've got a couple top-ranked teams in their respective divisions.
You really do. Players to watch tonight, obviously, senior quarterback, all-stater, Carson Viss. He was all-state in both football and basketball. This kid's good.
Athlete.
Something else.
6'4".
6'4", yeah, he's
190.
probably 190. Lanky,
yeah,
stretchy. Guy's good.
It's prototypical quarterback, 6'4", 190. It's perfect.
Yeah, and this past spring he committed to playing at Western Michigan University in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So good for him there. Running back Isaac Osterhaven. He's a 10th grader. He came up. He's going to be playing running back. I think running back there, he didn't see a snap last year as a freshman in the varsity ranks. And here he is. He's found himself a starting spot. Tyler Brinks, he's a guy that we're going to have to deal with. He's a senior, 6'6", tight end. He's a GVSU commit, and he's going to be a big, big target for Carson Viss tonight. Junior wide receiver, Owen Burgess. This guy's all about it, man. He has already lit up a number of teams this year, and he's all that in a bag of chips. Senior wide receiver and defensive back, Charlie DeHaan. He's another one that we're going to need to take a look at. However, as a deficiency, size isn't everything, It's the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight.
It is.
But West Catholic does have them outsized by a great deal, and I see that the line of scrimmage is going to be critical for West Catholic's success tonight, and they certainly have the advantage size-wise tonight. We see West Catholic coming out, and real great. They have got American flags.
Every single player
had an American flag here on Military Service Night. That's fantastic. So we're going to get ready here to
love how
play
they have the
alums,
right out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Have the alums that have given service to the country kind of line up as the team came in, and what a sight to see though with the smoke and every single player carrying a big American flag and running as fast as they can. That was a great sight to see.
It is.
When we look at this game tonight was South Christian, though. Even though they're ranked number 1 in D4, it's not like West Catholic won't be able to move the ball against them. As I took a look at last week, the quarterback for East Grand Rapids, Thornton, had 285 yards passing. In the running attack, South Christian gave up 94 yards to Tyler Blake. I mean, so, this is a defense that's going to give a little bit, and we could have a shootout here tonight.
I have a feeling that scoring isn't going to be a problem.
Right.
Defending is going to be the problem tonight.
I agree.
And I think we see, Carson Viss, he's going to go through the air, and I think West Catholic's going to make as much as they can out of their ground game. It's just, I don't know. I just know that Carson Viss is the type of guy that if he gets on fire tonight, Darren Smith ain't going to be able to sleep. Yeah,
it's going to be tough. And I think if the West Catholic front, that front line, those linebackers fill the hole, make it difficult on South Christian to run, you're going to see a lot of passing by an all-state quarterback.
Absolutely. Hey, taking a look around the OK White, new conference alignment for West Catholic. Forest Hills Eastern, they're 2-0. They are going against Unity Christian, who's also 2-0 tonight. Mm-hmm. Grand Rapids Christian, they're 1-1 on the season. They will be going to South Christian's foe from last week, East Grand Rapids, who's also 1-1. Take a look at Hamilton in the OK Blue. They will be playing Grand Rapids Union, Hamilton being 1-1 on the season, and Grand Rapids Union is 0-2. Spring Lake, 1-1, will be going against Reeves Puffer, who is 0-2. And Wayland, who is 2-0, will be playing an 0-2 Middleville team tonight. And so that's the look around the OK White. We'll keep an eye on those scores throughout the evening and report them to you as they come.
Even with difficult schedules like this, I mean, we could have a situation where perhaps every team in the OK White could have a winning record after this week.
Oh,
should be really interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah, this is.
It really is going to depend on how Christian does against East Grand Rapids.
Correct.
That'll be a battle.
That'll be a battle. And Wayland, big surprise. They had a good year last year, and I think they could be a surprise to some folks. So Middleville being 0-2 might not be exactly the classic matchup for them.
The West Catholic band takes the field, and the West Catholic team is now along the sidelines waiting for the South Christian team to take the field before the national anthem starts here.
Again, we want to thank everyone for joining us here on the Fox Pools pregame show. Fox Pools located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads, and Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening services as well as repairs installation. Fox Pools does it right. Keys of the game, Tom, for South Christian. What do you think?
South Christian is going to have to stop David Brittenfeld, because I think if you're West Catholic, you want this long, sustained drives. You want to have a great running attack. Keep that ball away from Carson Viss. So I think the key of the game is to open the holes with that big front line that that we're going to have an advantage on, and have a great night for David Brittenfeld. So the key for South Christian is really to stop that West Catholic running game.
Yeah, and I think it's Viss. He throws it. He runs it, he shoots, he scores. We'll get back to that in a minute. We're going to join the West Catholic Marching Band for our national anthem. the West Catholic Marching Band and our national anthem. Take a look on the field, Tom. We look across the way. South Christian came. Great student section. They've got the fans filled up. Standing room only on the banks over there. They're ready for tonight's game. The weather, really nice. Cooled off a little bit right when we were walking in.
This is like a summer game. I mean, it was like, what, 77 degrees when we got into it?
I mean, it was 80 when we started walking down. We've got a little bit of an east wind that's come on in the last hour or so, which is refreshing, certainly. Yeah, this is good early season football weather, and very excited. We're going to see both teams come out and meet for the coin toss. And, let's get back to our keys to the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, so the key, South Christian, they've got to stop, the running game. David Brittenfeld, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns last week. They have got to find a way to stop the running game of West.
Yeah.
West Catholic, what do they need to do to win?
I'm right with you. Run the ball. They got to run the ball. They have to build the running game. They have to open up the play action to help out Grady Augustin. And the huge size advantage should spring that right open for West Catholic. Let's hope that comes true this evening. And Augustin, Grady Augustin, quarterback, is to play in control. The game, this is the 3rd game for him. It's going to slow down even more for him and make it easy. High percentage passes, possession style offense for him tonight. And I'll tell you what, you gotta defend on Carson Viss, especially on rollouts and broken plays, which they will be, and his creativity and his athleticism is what's going to lead in those circumstances.
Yeah, you absolutely have to create pressure on him, right?
Yeah.
You have to make him feel uncomfortable in the pocket. You need to be able to force some turnovers. I think if West Catholic can force Viss into a couple interceptions tonight, I think they come out victorious.
Absolutely. Here's another thing. I think West Catholic's defense needs to keep him in the pocket. I think the pocket needs to collapse around him, but I think keeping him within the line of scrimmage is really a key to this game. West Catholic has won the toss, and they are going to elect to defer, so they will be kicking off to South Christian. And we're about ready to get going. There's the field, Tom, and we're ready for some football.
Landon Smith places the ball at the 40. You got Schultz, Brady Schultz, 6'1", 170 pounds. He's in the back. He's only a freshman.
Yeah.
Going to look to return it. They're going to kick it right to him the very first play, and it goes into the end zone. So they're aiming right over the freshman. If he kicked it short, the freshman was going to touch it. So
boy, how good has Landon Smith been here? I'll tell you what. Since last year, look at him. He's putting it on the numbers. Those kicks are going right where he wants them to. So we're going to get our first look here at the South Christian Sailor offense led by Carson Viss. And the West Catholic defense gets out on the field. They're going to start it out at the 20-yard line. And we are ready for a huge matchup tonight.
So South Christian will have a balanced attack. They'll go 2 left, 2 right as they go right to left. Isaac Oosterhaven is in the backfield. Oosterhaven, I should say. He gets the ball. Oosterhaven will be up the middle. Gain of about 2 on the play. And there's that fierce interior line defensively for West.
Well, absolutely. And Aaron Record came in, and he was part of that first tackle. So everybody's hit somebody. Get those first hit jitters off, and we're just playing football.
Well, again, recorded top tackler for West this year, 22 tackles on the season. We had 10 a week ago. South Christian will stay in shotgun formation, that balanced attack with 2 left, 2 right. Fake to Oosterhaven, slant up the middle, got him at the 30, the 33. That's a South Christian first down by Owen Burgess. He's a junior wide receiver, 6'1", 180 pounds.
Nice delivery, little slant off the far side of the field. Good delivery by Viss, and a great catch. So quick first down for South Christian as they get across the 30-yard line.
This time just one far right for South. This'll hand it off to Osterhaven, and he'll try to break contain. He can't. He'll get tackled for a loss. Nice job by the edge there by West. And it'll be 2nd down and 11 for South Christian.
Yeah, nice flow down the line for the defense. Colin Hunter made first contact and dropped for a loss. So 2nd and 11 now for South Christian.
Just getting ready for the snap. He'll take it. He'll step back in the pocket. He'll roll. He's getting pressure. And now he looks like he's going to throw it away, and he does before he gets tackled there under intense pressure. And that's what we talked about. We got to get pressure on this. They did it there, Joe.
Boy, very good pressure. One of the Falcons had a hold of his left hand and was pulling him down as he threw that ball smartly out of bounds.
Yes.
This is going to bring up your first 3rd and long for the Sailors. West Catholic looks alive on defense. They really, really do.
Huge 3rd down here early. 3rd and 11 for the Sailors. Trips left for Viss. One far right. Rolling to the left is Viss. He's getting under pressure. He'll break a tackle. Now he's going downfield. He's got a receiver there. 1st down. And guess who it is? Owen Burgess again, Joe.
There's that broken play creativity that we talked about. Big kid, Carson Viss, and a great target is Burgess. And he just found a little opening, which a good receiver will do. And so the Sailors get across midfield. They're going to be at the 49-yard line of West Catholic.
Huge 3rd down conversion early for the Sailors. Carson Viss, he likes to clap those hands while he's in shotgun. Fake. Play action. Now he's got a receiver at the 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Chuck DeHaan.
Chuck DeHaan with a touchdown. 49 yards from Carson Viss. Nice little slant across the middle. Ball was delivered perfectly as he cut. And he caught West Catholic in a little bit of a seam, and it was just off to the races.
Yeah, not a good angle by the defensive backs by West Catholic. And once he got by that first guy, Joe, he was off to the races. Quick score for the Sailors. They lead 6-0. We're at the 9:31 mark here in the first.
But Chuck DeHaan looks a lot bigger than 6'1", 200, doesn't he?
Well, a name like DeHaan, you expect him to be like 6'7".
Right.
Remember Alyssa DeHaan?
Yeah.
The old.
I coached her when she was a 5th grader. Yeah.
And she played at South Christian. Is that correct?
No, she was at Granville.
Granville, okay. Then went on to Michigan State. Had a great career there.
I think she still holds the blocks record for the Big Ten.
I think you're right.
Certainly for Michigan State. So the kick is up and it's good, and the Sailors get on the board here first at the 9:31 mark, and exactly what we thought. This is going to keep Darren Smith, defensive coordinator for the Falcons, on his toes tonight. And Carson Viss is exactly what we thought it would be.
I'm going to mention really quick, too, that, post-game show, win or lose, we're going to try to have the coaches up, or at least a coach up, whether it's Darren or Landon Grove. We'll see how things play out, but stick with us for the post-game this evening. And remember, halftime show, Jill Annabelle, CEO of West Catholic, and Steve Abrid, former coach of that 1984 team that's celebrating their 40th anniversary tonight, including my sidekick here, Joe Sack.
Oh, yeah.
So join us at halftime as well. So Wyatt Saul, the kicker for the Sailors, will tee it up for the Sailors.
Wyatt Saul, the kicker for the Sailors.
So Saul is 6'4", 200. Good size for a kicker.
Chance Anderson, and it looks like, is it Matt Macateras? Back to receive. I can't quite see the number.
Again, we're looking for an optometrist. Yeah, it's Gutierrez back there for sure.
Here's the run up and the kick, and this one's going to go to Chance Anderson. And it looked a lot like the opening kickoff of the Coopersville game.
You
think they meant to do that?
He caught it and stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Not good. Yes, that's exactly what Coopersville did.
A little bit of momentum carried him out. Couldn't stop before the sideline. So it's going to put West Catholic at the 8-yard line at 9:28 here, down 7-0. We're going to see the offense. Look at those big fellas. 75, 71, 72, 77. What does that add up to? About 1.5 tons.
Yeah, right. 2 wide left for West, 2 right. Here goes Augustin. He's going to keep her, the quarterback keeper. He'll go down right away. Boy, he went nowhere. It just took a little bit too long to develop with the fake handoff, trying to go up the middle. Nice job by the Sailors. There'll be a loss on the play of about 2. 2nd down and 12 for the Falcons.
Yeah, and that was senior linebacker Tyler Brinks, number 18, 6'6", 215, also a tight end. You know, that might have been something that was a wake-up right there for Grady Augustin.
For sure. Here goes motion, Gutierrez. Little quick pitch right. And Brittenfeld's going to get kicked out of bounds after a gain of just a couple, Joe. I like the idea of trying to get Brittenfeld on the edge, but didn't have a whole lot of room. He's operating on the short side of the field.
Yep.
So looking before on the pickup, 3rd and 8, a long 8 for West. Boy, they want to keep the ball moving here. They're deep in their own territory. Don't want to give this the ball back in your own territory. There's Augustin, shotgun formation. He's going to step up in the pocket, going to release, got a receiver there, and it's a first down. His favorite target there.
Jack Zagunis.
Jack Zagunis.
Boy, great protection. Stood back there in the pocket, found his receiver, Zagunis. As soon as he made his cut towards midfield, the ball was delivered. It's going to result in the first down for the Falcons. Gain of about 20 on the play, Tom.
Huge 3rd down pickup early on here for West. Slot right goes Rudlinski, hand up the middle to Brittenfeld, and he'll get hit in the ankles and he'll fall forward. It was more of a flip forward for an extra 2 or 3 yards there, Joe.
Yeah.
Pick up 8 on the play for West.
Yeah, junior Jacob Timmer led the way there and opened up a massive hole. David Brittenfeld actually fell over the small pile, just kind of rolled over that pile and got a nice pickup of about 8.
Little Simone Biles move there. Tight formation for West. Augustin fakes it. Now he's under a lot of pressure, gets rid of it to Brittenfeld. He's got it on the pass on the far side of the field. He's got a West Catholic first down.
Boy, coming in, giving pressure was Tyler Brinks, the big 6'6" defensive end. And it almost looked like, he came in so fast, it almost looked like it was a screen. But the ball was delivered. The lefty in Augustin found Brittenfeld in stride, and another first down. Ball's at the 50.
Here goes Augustin, hands it off to Brittenfeld up the middle this time, and he'll get about a yard forward. He'll get pushed back. What a hit there, Joe. That's number 11, Rowan DeCon, and holy cow. He hit him hard. Positive yardage, got 2 on the play. West Catholic is now in South Christian territory. Will operate on the far hash. 1 wide right here for West in motion. Ricard. Here goes Colin Abram, the sophomore. He'll break a couple tackles and he'll fall forward for a first down. Nice pickup by Abram, and West Catholic has another first down.
Nice job, boy. He needed, he got 13 on the play. And I'll tell you what, I am so impressed with this sophomore. We talked about him last year.
Sure did. About 2,000 yards.
Yeah, about 2,000 yards.
JV ball.
Yeah.
He's a force. Here goes Augustin. He's going to roll right. Looking to go deep. He's got a receiver and overthrows him. He was looking for Zagunis again. Had him, but just outside his outstretched arms. He dove for it, but came up short, Joe. 2nd and 10 for West.
I really love how West Catholic is mixing this up initially. You could lean on that lean on that run game because it's been doing so well here over the last several plays, but you got to keep that Sailor defense honest, and you don't want to bring it too many up I really like how they're mixing it up right now.
Abram will go off to the right of Augustin. He's going to get it again. He's going to try to break a tackle. Nowhere going there. Nice pursuit by the Sailors defense. He'll lose one on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and long now for West.
And that's okay. You know what? The successes come up the middle. They got to see what they can do on the outsides. You know, and that's what that play did. Nice penetration. Didn't exactly get those blocks lined up like they needed to. And Abram's going to stay in the game here on 3rd and long.
In comes Max Wildman. He'll go slot right. 2 wide right for West, 1 left. Augustin shotgun formation. He'll fake. Now he's getting under a lot of pressure. Sets up the screen to Abram. He's got room to run. He's at the 30, the 20. He's going to break a tackle. No, he'll get pushed out of bounds. Inside the 10. Great screen setup for West.
All the way down to the 3-yard line. I like this.
I like it
I
too.
really like what I'm seeing.
You know what? You have to take advantage of that pursuit by the Sailors, and they absolutely did that. Set up that screenplay beautifully. And Abram almost took it to the house. And in comes Brittenfeld. You want to give it to the big guy. Let's see. Augustin has it. He'll hand off to Brittenfeld up the middle. Is he in? Touchdown West!
Oh, hey,
David Brittenfeld, 3-yard touchdown run.
First custom caulking touchdown of the night. David Brittenfeld at the 4:46 mark. A 3-yard run. And West Catholic on the board. They're an extra point away from tying this one up. Really liked that drive, Tom.
Loved it.
Mixed it up, pass and run, all set up by a great screen pass on 3rd and long by sophomore Colin Abram. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good, and we got a tie ball game, Tom.
We're at the 4:46 mark in the first at 7-7.
Hey, since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin, and he will get everything fixed up for you. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body is your single source for collision repair. West End Body located at 1693 Leonard Northwest, and they sponsor our halftime show. And by Custom Caulking, the contractor's choice for both waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond, both residential and commercial. Custom Caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking, and the Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs.
West Catholic number 15, Landon Smith. Back in the Sailors number 15.
So we come out, South Christian scores on their very first possession on a 49-yard pass, and West Catholic puts together a fantastic 89-yard, was it 89-yard drive?
92-yard.
Or 92-yard, I'm sorry.
Here goes South Christian. We'll take the ball over the 20 to the 22-yard line. That's where they'll get started. This could be a shootout, like we said.
I'm telling you.
Both offenses are so good.
Jack Franzak on the tackle. And South Christian brings it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where they're going to begin their second series.
Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
This will stay in shotgun formation with Isaac Osterhaven, the sophomore running back, off to his left. 2 left, 1 right. Here goes Viss. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to let it go on the far sideline. Got a receiver there, number 18, Tyler Brinks.
He's a big target.
GVSU signee. 6'6", 215, and that'll be a South Christian first down.
Everybody needs a Tyler Brinks on their team, don't they?
They do. A 6'6" guy
6'6",
like that.
215 with great hands.
Yeah, that works.
That'll work.
2 right, 1 left for the Sailors. 3 down linemen for West. Here goes the handoff to Osterhaven. And he'll get tripped up. A gain of only maybe 1 on the play, Joe. Bring up 2nd and long for the Sailors.
Trace Tanis in there, got that first contact, slowing ball carrier down, and then host Falcons come in, finished him off. Gain of 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. We're at the 3:41 mark in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, it's tied up 7-7. We got a great one.
2 wide left, that's Boomsma along with Burgess. And here goes the handoff over the right side. Nice job by the interior line and by those linebackers at West. They'll pick up on the play. In fact, he'll lose one. It'll be 3rd and we'll call it 11 for the Sailors.
Yeah, now on the defensive front, we are a little undersized to them, but this is a fiery, feisty bunch. And the run has done nothing so far for the Sailors.
Here we go with Biss, shotgun formation. Fans are getting into it. Big 3rd down play. Biss steps up the
big pressure.
Aaron McCord from the outside puts the pressure on him. Leading tackler for West gets it done.
There's what I talked about. We talk about defensive backfield, but he's kind of a viper. In there, he kind of works his way. He's got responsibilities in front, and his blitz coming from the far side got this down, and now it's going to be 4th and 18, and the first punt of the game here will be from South Christian.
Great blitz called by Darren Smith. Dialed it up at the right time. Here goes the end-over-end kick. West should just let it go, get away from the ball.
Takes a West Catholic bounce.
Ball will settle down at about the 42, and that's where the West Catholic offense will get started on their
pretty good field position there, yeah.
And we are at the 2:02 mark here in the first.
Hey, the new Frank's Market's located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roasts, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market's your only choice.
And here comes West. They're going to operate on the far hash as they go left to right. I don't really have to say the radio down anymore because we're actually hooked up to our huddle cam for the home games.
On the keyboard?
Here goes Augustin. He's going to flip it off to the right side. Got Kellen Hunter there. Going to break a tackle, break another tackle inside South Christian territory all the way down to the 36.
Matt Gutierrez. Boy, nice little pitch on that. Great block here on the near side. Freeing Gutierrez up. Like we say, your receivers, you're not going to catch a pass till you know how to block. So that's a pretty big pickup, Tom. That's over 20-yard pickup.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup from the 42. Yeah, that's about 22-yard pickup for Gutierrez. Here goes Augustin. He'll flip it out to Record. He'll break a tackle, still on his feet, picks up 1. That's a hard-earned 1.
That is a hard-earned 1. As soon as he caught the pass, he was greeted by one of the South Christian Sailors. I think that was number 11, Rowan DeCam. Pulled a little spin move to take it back to the inside and got himself about a half a yard on the play. But, man, I'll tell you what, that's just very shifty running in close quarters.
Here goes Augustin, shotgun formation, going to fake it to Brittenfeld. Now out to Record in space again. He'll try to break a tackle, but holding on for dear life and making the tackle is Noah Klump for the Sailors. So just to pick up a 1 on the play, going to bring 3rd and long for the Falcons show.
Yeah, nice little tackle in open field by Noah Klump. So a little bit of a flare pass to the right, little flare pass to the left. You know, trying some different things out.
Trying to get these guys open in space. They break 1 tackle, it could lead to a long gain. Here goes Brittenfeld up the middle. Nice hard run, and they'll drag a Sailor forward, trying to get Joe first down. It's going to be short, Joe. Going to be probably 2 or 3 yards short. He has to get down to the 26. They're at the 29 of the Sailors. This will be the end of the first quarter, so it'll bring up 4th and 3 Landon Grove and Company will have a little bit of time to think about as we thank our sponsors.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is everything we expected, Tom. Great first quarter of play from both teams. Very exciting. Padgett Business Services is your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. And don't have your tax prep and accounting via coin toss. Leave it to Padgett Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Padgett online at pbsgr.com. That's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark David and his great staff. And Padgett is located on Lake Michigan Drive, right next to Mr. Berg. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. That's melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. We see the South Christian Sailors coming back out, the defensive unit. After our quarter break here, and here comes the West Catholic Falcons. Ball swaps sides of the field, and looks like they're going to begin right at the 29, Tom.
Huge fourth down play for West as we start the second. Of course, they're going to go for it here. Record will go in motion, left to right. Brittenfeld up the middle, hits that hole hard. He's got a first down, West. Nice, hard, quick-hitting shot there by Brittenfeld. He's got a West Catholic first down.
Right over center, Chris Shaw. Right over center. Did a nice job there. Got more than he needed. West Catholic they convert on fourth down to continue this drive.
Two left, one right for Augustin as Record will go in motion again. Fake to him. Stepping up in the pocket is Augustin. He underthrows it. And in and out of the hands. Zagunis almost made an incredible catch as he tried to go over the Sailor defender. He had great position on him, Joe.
Great position on that was number 2, Owen Burgess, that got out in front of him. He had position, and Jack Zagunis went up. They both went up. Zagunis reached over him and almost caught the ball right in front of his helmet. Ball's incomplete, second down.
I formation now for West, and there's a lot of movement, and then Augustin just decided to run. And Landon Grove's like, hold it, let's just wait, hang on, what just happened?
I think the center snapped it early, and just a good thing that Augustin, had his eyes on it and was able to grab the ball. So
it's a broken play at that point.
Flat out, an early snap. I wonder if somebody from the sidelines was clapping.
You get this deep, you don't want that to happen. Augustin, he'll throw his towel away. So get that out of my way. Here goes Augustin. Stepping up, the lefty's looking downfield, and he's got a receiver there in and out of the hands of Jack Zagunis again. He would have had a first down, Joe, at the 10, but he slipped and fell.
Well, we're going to trot Landon Smith out, or do you go for it on 4th and 11?
Boy, it's probably right on the fringe of his distance, right? But I think
trying to see a flag with the wind has kind of died down, and here comes the field goal unit.
This is going to be a big field goal. It's going to be a 42-yarder. They place the ball's at the 25 right now. Once he sets it back 7 yards, it'll be placed at the 32. So 42-yard field goal for Landon Smith. His biggest kick of the year. 10:48 mark. Game's tied 7-7. And here goes Smith with the kick. It's up.
Nice.
He's got plenty of leg.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Woo!
Landon Smith.
Landon 42. West Catholic takes the lead. That's a custom caulking field goal, I guess we could call it. 42-yarder by Landon Smith at the 10:42 mark. West Catholic takes a 3-point lead here in the second. That's fantastic, Tom. You're taking points when you can get them in a game like this.
You absolutely are. You want to give kudos to those offensive starters that marched the ball down the field on consecutive possessions. Came away with a touchdown and a field goal in their first 2 possessions. As we cut back to the field. Yeah, you'll definitely take points any way you can get them.
Youngstown Club would like to formally thank some of our
And here's the nice thing, Joe, right? Because West Catholic kicked off to start the game. They will get the ball to start the second half. Something to think about as this quarter unfolds here in the second. Landon Smith will set the ball on the 40. You guys might hear a slight delay there. We know that is the case. You know, we're hooked up to a huddle camera, so not really any control on our part, but that's high school football and not a full production crew, so there might be a little bit of a delay with that huddle camera coming into our computer and our audio. It usually tends to run about a second or two ahead.
No, we're just good. We're way ahead of things.
That's right. That's how good we are. We anticipate
That's how
the
good
play.
we are.
Robert, to our Franzak family, and Agape Plastics.
So nice job by Landon there, and Sailors will have 80 yards to go. Here goes Viss. He'll go empty backfield this time. Spread out 5 receivers. Falling back is West. Breaking the tackle there at the 23 and almost getting a first down, almost a 10-yard pickup. And just a little button hook, Joe.
You know, Carson Viss just looks effortless in delivering those passes. It's all been very possession-oriented offense, not trying to do a whole lot, trying to get themselves down the field.
His favorite target, junior Owen Burgess. Again, empty backfield for Viss. Takes a snap, calls his own number on the quarterback keeper. Nice job by interior lineman. No pickup on the play. It'll be second. In fact, he might lose a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 for the Sailors.
Boy, it looked like he zigged when he should have zagged. If he'd have popped it to the outside of the field, it almost looked like it was open, but he ran himself into a little bit of a pile and got wrapped up for no gain. First time he's called his own number. He's not afraid to do it.
We're going to stick with the empty backfield. They like putting the ball in Viss's hands. Obviously, he's an all-state quarterback as a junior. He'll fake left now. He'll look over the middle. Slant. Incomplete. Great defensive play there by West.
That's Ethan Gottlieb. And, boy, he was right on the back side of Brinks. Might have gotten a hand in there, but certainly upset his natural catching motion.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Sailors at the 9:24 mark here in the second. 10-7 Sailors. Hopefully you can see the small numbers on the screen. Again, we have no control over that, so we'll try to call the score too in case you have a hard time seeing it. Here goes Viss. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's getting pressured. Is there a hold on there?
Hold on there.
Ford. They don't call it at all. And Viss is still on his feet. He's going to be close to a first down. And how did they not see that, Joe?
Yeah, clearly a hold as he was scrambling away. West Catholic sideline absolutely erupted. And then he reversed his field and scrambled himself down to the 40-yard line, and now it's 4th and 1. Yeah,
totally different, right? They'd be punting here or having 3rd and 20. Now it's 4th and 1. Look for them to hand it off to Osterhaven. Let's see. This has got it. Looking over to the sidelines.
I think they're going to call a timeout here. He's got 6 seconds left on the.
Definitely going to call a timeout
on the shot clock. I'll call it a shot clock because he's a basketball player. So
they're
going to call a quick timeout, and while they do,
he doesn't respond to play clocks.
No, he doesn't. Let's pay some more bills here. Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers, acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Duba Attorneys at Law. And Shaner Avenue Nursery. Fall is the perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home. And Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, a proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. Contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out on the web at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. Both teams come out on the field. Last time we had a break, West Catholic was at a 4th down situation, and now the Sailors have a 4th and 1 to continue their drive.
Osterhaven looks like they're going to try a blitz here, Joe. West, they come in. This is going to keep it. He's going to break contain, and he's still on his feet. Breaks another tackle on the far sideline, still on his feet, well into West Catholic territory, all the way down near the 35. And that's where they're going to mark it. 1st and 10 for the Sailors. They took a chance, piled it up the middle, hoping to stuff that run, and Viss took it outside on him.
Yeah, Colin Hunter got in there, made the tackle, and it looked like he was slowed down there by, I think it was number 23, Max Wildman. Made the initial contact, but that just shows you the elusiveness of Carson Viss. So now in West Catholic territory at the 35-yard line, here comes the Sailors.
First and 10, ball at the 35 of West. Osterhaven, play action, and trying to jump it for the interception, but missed it. And South Christian's got the reception. Owen Burgess again. He's having himself a game, Joe.
I'll tell you what, those two West Catholic defenders closed in on him and just really sandwiched him. The ball was fed in there just as they got to him on that play. That was Owen Burgess. And as he slid down and was hit, got the ball, and it ends up being a reception for about 8 yards.
This will send 2 wide right, 2 left. Osterhaven's off to his right. Fake to him, play action. Viss is going to keep it. Now he's going to throw it, and he's got his favorite target there. The ball is loose.
Oh, they're calling it an
incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Brinks had it across the middle. Boy, a little bit of a magic act, Viss getting the ball out. He was under a great deal of duress in the backfield there. Got rid of the ball.
Kind of a bang-bang play there, Joe.
It was a bang-bang play, not only throwing and catching, but also West Catholic defense getting there and stripping it just as he caught it. You could call it a fumble, but he really was not. He didn't make a football move.
3rd and 2 for the Sailors. Fake to Osterhaven. Going to be to Burgess again, and he'll get wrapped up. You're giving Burgess a lot of room out there, Joe. That's probably his 5th catch of the night.
He's a speedy guy. You got to respect his speed. And he's a gamer. 6:25 here to go until halftime. West Catholic 10, South Christian 7. South Christian is driving now into the red zone.
So 1st and 10 on the 18 for the Sailors. West would like to hold them to at least a field goal attempt here. Osterhaven gets it. Big hole on the right side. Stiff arms one guy at the 15, still on his feet inside the 15, all the way to the 13. Nice pickup there of about 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Sailors.
Yeah, running game just not doing it outside of Carson Viss's scrambles. So kudos to the West Catholic defensive front.
This time Viss will send everybody out wide left. Osterhaven will stay in off to his right. 3 down linemen for West. Viss almost mishandled it. Now he's gotten to the end zone. He's got his favorite target there, and it's no good. Tyler Brinks caught it, but he was out of bounds, Joe. Couldn't get 1 foot down.
Kid can sling the ball.
Yeah. How about a target like that? He was well covered on that.
Well covered
Brinks
on that.
Still got it.
6'6" guy. He's going to go up for it. You're going to throw it to where only he can catch it.
That's right.
And that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, momentum took him out of bounds. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which side you're looking at.
I was listening to Jack Doles earlier this week, and he said this is probably one of the best quarterbacks he's seen in the area. in a number of years. We're seeing it on display tonight. Here goes Viss, looks over the middle, and he's going to get picked off. Helen Abram. Max Wildman.
Max Wildman with the interception, trying to set up what looked like a screen pass. Linebacking core and defensive backs snipped that one out, and up in the air went Max Wildman to come down, and Carson Viss has been intercepted here at Falcon Stadium. First turnover of the game.
And
what a time to do it on the going in the red zone. The Sailors were moving the ball pretty much at will.
They really will.
Bit by bit, but always success. Now here comes West Catholic. Let's see if they can capitalize on this turnover.
Hand off to Brittenfeld, starts in the middle. Now he'll pop it outside. He'll break a tackle, and he'll be over the 14. Nice 4-yard pickup for Brittenfeld.
With 5:08 here to go and the clock ticking, this is a perfect time to do a nice sustained drive down the field. No mistakes. Use up that clock. Get down there, put points on the board, take it into halftime.
Yeah, what an opportune time for Max Wilder. We talked about it in the pregame. If you can force Viss into 2 interceptions, we've got a great chance. So we go. Here's a slant. It's to Schwieters. Schwieters gets on his feet. He'll get tripped up at the 35. Gabe Schwieters almost took it to the house. Great slant play. And
that close.
Close to a touchdown.
Can I just say this right now? It seems like the game has slowed down for Grady Augustin.
Yes, you can say that.
He looks very comfortable. He's been delivering nice passes right where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be, and that's a perfect example. And now West Catholic is in Sailor territory. Huge pickup.
Schwieters' first catch of the night. And what a big pickup that was as Brittenfeld gets it over the left side. He's at the 30, 25, 20, breaks the tackle, still on his feet at the 15. It'll take 2 Sailors to push him out of bounds at the 13. He's got another West Catholic first down.
Tackle made on the play by Gavin Bauma. Gavin finally wrapped him up.
Flag on the far side of the field.
Flag on the far side of the field.
Boy, this might come back. Boy, that would be unfortunate. That was a huge pickup by Brittenfeld. What a great run.
Did they have a defensive holding or?
Yeah, they're walking back the other way. Looks like this is going to be on West.
Here comes the white hat.
Holding, offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty, previous spot. Replay, first down.
So they're going to say the hold is on Timmer.
So that negates a really good play. And that's going to bring the Falcons back to the 43-yard line. And the officials are still having a bit of a conference over the ball, I think, where its placement should be. And I don't know if they're arguing the hash mark or it's going to be a replay.
Yeah, it's at the line of scrimmage, so first and 20. So that negates a 20-yard pickup and a pickup into the red zone for West. Got a long ways to go. Here goes Augustin. Little flare pass out in the near sideline here. Going to get it by Gottleber, and Gottleber will pick up about 5 or 6 yards on the play. It'll bring up, we'll give him 4, 2nd and 16 now for West.
5 yards on the pass play. Ball spotted at the 38.
You saw it there. Quick, confident throw by Grady Augustin. To your point, Joe, feels a lot more comfortable in game 3.
Sure does.
2 right, 2 left for West. Augustin will fake. Now he's going to go deep. He's got a receiver there.
What a
wide
nice ball.
open. Touchdown West. Jack Zagutis from 38 yards.
38-yard pass to Jack Zagunis. It looked like the defender, and Zagunis' legs got tangled up a little bit there.
Sure did.
As they ran down the field, we saw the defensive back in coverage go down, leaving Zagunis wide open. What a ball. I mean, that ball was thrown beautifully, and Zagunis comes up with a big touchdown, 38 yards, and West Catholic now looking to extend their lead. Here comes Landon Smith. The kick is
good.
Up, and it's good, and West Catholic now 17 and South Christian 7. Now,
you love the
Talk to
score.
me.
You love the score, and to what you said, Joe, earlier, it'd be great to just milk 5 minutes off this clock and get a touchdown and go out at halftime 17-7. However, Carson Viss has 3:16 to work with. A lot of time here before half.
That's forever to Carson Viss.
It sure is.
So Augustin to Zagunis for a custom caulking touchdown. And you know what? Landon Grove said it to us early in the year before the season. He says, we've got a transfer in from Kenowa Hills High School, Jack Zagunis, and he might be as athletic a kid as we've ever had in the receiving corps, and that was saying something. And sure enough, he shows his worth. Great hands, great speed, ran a good route. And
I mean, and that's coming off a guy by the name of Wyer Snell.
Yeah.
Who handled things pretty well at the wide receiving corps last year. So high praise for Jack Zagunis.
So that's 10 unanswered.
And here goes Smith. Short kick this time. It will be fielded by the Sailors at the 10. Going across the field to 15 as Burgess over the 20 to the 22.
That was Jacob Petz on that tackle. Jacob's got his own cheering section here.
Isn't Petz the, was it like the Petz?
No, that's Pez.
Pez.
But I don't know. You could peel his head back and see if you get a little,
a little candy
mint or a candy. Yeah, I don't know. But he did make a nice tackle. So 3:08 to go until halftime here. Please join us on the West End Body halftime show. We're going to have Jill Annabelle, CEO of West Catholic, and also Steve Abed, along with Steve Groom's stats and our analysis. We got a lot to fit into the halftime show.
This will go play action, getting under pressure there, and now he'll throw the ball. It's up in the air and up for grabs, and it goes out of bounds. Really lucky there, Joe, that didn't get intercepted.
And note how they kept Carson Viss within the pocket and under pressure.
Yes.
So we don't like him scrambling under pressure. We like him under contained pressure. And he threw that up. There was two Sailors that could have possibly caught the ball from the near side. Falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 with 3 minutes.
Zagunis with some heavy pressure there defensively.
Yeah.
So empty backfield here for Viss. He'll clap his hands together as he does. He'll look up the middle. He's going to quarterback keep a huge hole up the middle, and he's got a lot of room to run. Still on his feet at the 40, 50, got one guy to beat. Is he going to get him? No. Viss, touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
78-yard touchdown run by Carson Viss.
Okay. West Catholic's only got 2:47 now to go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's everything we thought he would be.
You know, that called quarterback draw, Joe, and once you get by the defensive line there, he had a lot of room to run and outran all the defenders all the way to the end zone. Nice run. Get an idea of the speed that kid has. He outran every single DB on the West Catholic team there.
Exactly. Did you see him do the little layup thing as he crossed the end?
Yeah,
no, he didn't.
He did a finger roll.
He didn't actually do that.
He didn't. Here goes the Sailors with an extra point. Comes the kick. It's up, and it's good. Wyatt Saul.
Wyatt Saul was good.
So the 2:47 mark, 17-14, and
can we just say that South Christian responded quickly to that last touchdown?
yeah, what was that, 14 seconds?
Yeah, it was,
no,
let's
it was
see,
more like about 30 seconds.
3:16. And I'll tell you what.
16 and 13, you got 30 seconds.
Carson Viss.
29 seconds.
Man, he's just padding his numbers, I think.
What an athlete.
What an athlete. So West Catholic's going to have 2 minutes and 47 seconds to do something on offense as we see their kick-receive team take the field. 21 out there, Chance Anderson and Matt Gutierrez.
As you look at the West Catholic offensive starters, same starters as Coopersville. Congratulations to Caleb Hauser. He does the graphics. Among everything he does is being a DB coach here for the team.
Assistant AD,
right?
Teacher.
Yes, and he does the graphics here, and didn't get a chance to update this one because he was busy having a child this week. So congratulations on his
on their
newborn
baby
this week, which is awesome for him.
We'll get you an address to send
guy.
a box of diapers.
Yeah,
Gonna need
right.
him. Man, oh man.
Yeah, send it to the press box. We'll make sure he gets it.
Wyatt Saul with a big kick.
West Catholic gets it on the far side, the 10, 15, 20, 25.
Wow.
Up over the 30-yard
Chance
line.
Anderson.
Nice pickup by Chance.
He had some nice room to run on the far sideline. Brought it up. Past the 30-yard line, West Catholic's going to get set up at the 33 with 2:41 to go until halftime. West Catholic had a 10-point lead until that long 78-yard run by Carson Viss.
He'll operate on the far side of the field. Here goes Augustin. He'll hand it off to Brittenfeld over the right side. Try to cut it back in. Maybe a pickup of 1 or 2 on the play. Hey, make sure to give us a shout out tonight. 616-262-9270. 616-262-9270. And we'll try to get you on the air.
2:22 to go here till halftime. West Catholic has 3 timeouts remaining in the half, and the Sailors only have 2. Oh, here goes Brittenfeld.
Still on his feet,
Wow.
over the 50 into Sailor territory.
There is that offensive line difference. That's the size difference that we talked about in the pregame show. And I'll tell you what, they have had an awful time stopping Brittenfeld and the run and Colin Abram.
Hurry up offense for West. Augustin will call his own number, quarterback keeper, pickup of a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Yeah, he runs through that hole almost like he wants to pitch it,
Yeah, it's an RPO.
But he kept it that time. He'll get it here. Step up in the pocket. He's got plenty of time. He's got a receiver there at the 30. That's Zagunis. He'll shake off a defender. He's at the 20. He's still on his feet down to the 15. Nice run by Zagunis and a nice route there and a nice delivery by Grady Augustin.
I can't say enough about how well Grady Augustin is playing here. His pass game has been phenomenal. So West Catholic gets all the way down to the 15-yard line, a minute 15 to go, and we've got a whistle on the field and a timeout's called by South Christian. They got to regroup here defensively.
Look at Augustin clapping his hands together. He is charged.
He is absolutely feeling it tonight, and we feel great about that. Hey, if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't get just a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. And the quality and craftsmanship that they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing, and Owens Corning Certified Contractor. Tom, West Catholic's moved it down the field very rapidly here. After the kickoff, Chance Anderson running it up to the 33-yard line. West Catholic now, they had 2:21 to go, so in a minute's time, they've gotten themselves all the way down to the 15-yard line, which is well within Landon.
It is.
Landon Smith's range, as he's already displayed today with a 42-yarder. But I know West Catholic would like to see a touchdown on the board and get themselves in at halftime with an extended lead.
So here we go with West, 1st and 10. Brittenfeld off to the right of Augustin. He's going to get it up the middle, hit it. He's still on his feet inside the 10. He's near another first down. Going to be about a yard shy, Joe, so we'll call it 2nd and 1 for West.
Yeah, Anita had more, but he ran right into the back of Dakota Myron,
You know what?
who was taking him
love this,
downfield. Yeah.
You know, I love 2nd and short inside the 10. Pick
Right.
up another first down, and then if you're at the 5 and you got 1st and goal from the 5, that is good. Here goes Brittenfeld again. Going to cut off to the right side. He's going to pick up about 3. He's got a West Catholic first down and 1st and goal from the 4. Now they're going to take their time a little bit. 44 seconds on the clock here. They've got timeouts left. They don't want to give South Christian any time on the clock.
Landon Grove's watching the clock right now, and I think he's going to call timeout here.
I think he
with
is.
30 seconds
30.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
Real
what
smart.
he did.
Real smart.
We've been around Landon Grove for a while now.
Yeah, his game management is fantastic, and so West Catholic now with a 1st and goal from the 3 calls a timeout with 29 seconds to go, and hey, nice drives by West. Absolutely, taking advantage of a turnover, scored a touchdown. You know, they intercepted Carson Viss as he was going down the field, and now West Catholic, after they responded to that big touchdown, they've come down the field and they're ready to score.
And what's great about this offense is they've yet to punt. I mean, they're moving the ball.
I did not even take that into consideration. You are absolutely right.
I mean, no punts so far for the West Catholic offense, and that's exactly what you want. Long, sustained drives. Keep the ball out of Viss's hands because, as we saw last possession, it took him 29 seconds to score.
So 29 seconds to go. Hey, reminding you to join us for the West End Body Halftime Show coming up. West Catholic here looking to score.
So no Wildcat. Augustin will stay in with Brittenfeld off to his right. Brittenfeld gets it, dances his way. He's got a touchdown, standing up. Touchdown West. David Brittenfeld with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Great drive, great blocking up front, and fantastic running by David Brittenfeld. The door was not open for him. He had to make some adjustments in close quarters, went across and scores with 26 seconds to go here. Another custom caulking touchdown. And Landon Smith on for the extra point. Comes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. And West Catholic now takes a 24-14 lead on South Christian. 26 seconds to go in the half.
I've got to imagine with 26 seconds left, I think that if you're Landon Grove, you probably want Landon Smith to kick it short. Am I correct on that? Maybe to the 10-yard line, take off, even if it's 5 seconds. Take 5 seconds off on this play.
Or a squibber, send it down on the ground, a little bit hard to handle, and allow your kick team to get down and make a tackle.
So let's see what Landon Smith does here. Again, we've got 26 seconds left on the clock. Falcons 24, Sailors 14. As we welcome our halftime guest, West Catholic CEO Jill Annabelle will be our halftime guest, along with Steve Abed, recollecting about the 1984 days as they celebrate their 40th anniversary. Here comes that end over end kick. Going to be fielded at the 5 for the Sailors, up to the 15 to the 20. So on the feet up to the 25 goes Burgess. He'll get kicked out of bounds there, Joe, and that eats up about 7 seconds. So we're down to 19 seconds for the Sailors here.
Cam Inbody with the tackle. And Carson Viss.
They're going to watch
dangerous.
They're going to watch out for the deep ball.
Yep.
And they're going to watch out for the quarterback draw.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think those are the two things Darren Smith is saying. This cannot happen. Got 5 DBs in for West, 3 down linemen, as Viss goes empty backfield with very little time on the clock. He'll slap his hands together. He'll step back, and here comes that quarterback draw. Up the middle again, and he'll get a first down, a pickup of 11 on the play, and that'll burn 7 seconds off the clock.
Eating up some time, down to 12 seconds. And the Sailors look like they called the last timeout.
Sure. Yeah. I think Danny Brown just wanted to see what would happen there, right? He doesn't want to turn the ball over, get too crazy here, and give West Catholic a chance to put more points on the board.
Right.
Yet, he knows with the arm that Viss has that, they can get down in field goal range for South Christian. So,
how deep do you think Danny Brown is in the playbook right now?
Very deep.
Very deep.
I think it's very deep.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some trickery, but I expect whether Burgess, deep ball on the fly, uses speed, or a jump ball with Tyler Brinks.
With Tyler Brinks. I was going to say use your biggest target out there, and I think that's going to be Tyler Brinks. We haven't seen a hook and ladder in a long time. I'm sure that was brought up in the defensive huddle there by Darren Smith, too.
Sure.
Don't overplay. All we have to do is keep them away from the goal line. 5
wide receivers, only 3 down linemen for West. They're hoping to put some pressure on Viss so he doesn't have all day to pass it. Here goes Viss. He's going to step up. He's got plenty of time. No pressure at all. He's just going to dump it off. Real short down and out pattern. And that was probably his 4th option on that, Joe, but needed to get rid of the ball with 6 seconds left.
Nice job by the defensive backfield of the Falcons. Not allowing a receiver to get open. Keeping Carson Viss into a short pass situation. Now 6 seconds on the clock. I think this is going to be the last play that they run here.
They've got between DBs and linebackers, 8 of them on the field here. Mostly DBs protecting against the long pass. Here goes Viss. Down and out again. Got a receiver there. We'll take him to the 50. I think what Danny Brown wants to do is get it in range where Viss could just throw it out for a jump ball into the end zone. Don't know what kind of arm he has, but Tyler Brinks just went down and out there. Ball's at the 49.
And I don't see him trotting their field goal unit out for a 67-yard field goal.
So 2 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the first half. And if you're the front 3 of West, you got to find a way to get that ball out of his hands. He's playing contained, gets out of the pocket. Now he's going to chuck it. He's got arm. That's not going to get to the end zone. It'll get broken up by West. So nice job by West Catholic. That'll close out the first half. Falcons lead 24-14 in a very entertaining first half.
Very entertaining first half of football. Loved the West Catholic defense. Loved the West Catholic offense. Didn't have to punt throughout that first half of play, and it seemed like their scoring drives were well executed.
Yes.
Very few mistakes. I think the only mistake that we can see maybe was that botched snap, and Grady Augustin very wisely grabbed a hold of it. There's Steve Grooms. We're going to get the stats in real quick before we get with Jill Annabelle and discuss what's going on at West here. Thank you, Steve Grooms. And Tom, we're just going to shade to you, and maybe you want to do some stats. Jill? No, you don't want to do any of that. Okay. So great half of football, everybody. Welcome to the West End Body Halftime Show. West Catholic leading 24-14 in a very entertaining first half of football. Tom, what do we got for the numbers?
Well, let's take a look at the scoring summary before we hit to numbers. Looking at that first quarter, Joe, 7-7 first quarter. Chuck DeHaan, 49 yards. That was a slant from Viss, and he broke 1 tackle, took it to the house. West Catholic on their first possession came in, long drive. David Britton fell to the 4-yard touchdown run, and the Delaney Smith kick made it 7-7 heading into the second quarter. In the second quarter, we had Landon Smith lined up for a 42-yard field goal, and Joe, I think that would have been good for 50. Pretty safe to say.
Yeah, pretty safe to say.
I mean, that was a great leg
Great
by
leg,
Landon
yeah.
Smith. So he extended the lead for West to 10-7. That was fouled by Jack Zagunis. Broken play a little bit in the fact that Zagunis got tied up with the defensive back. Both their feet got tangled up, and Zagunis ended up free while the defender for Sailors ended up on the ground. That was a 38-yard catch for Zagunis, and that increased the lead for West. The Sailors came back. It only took about 30 seconds, and Carson Viss had a 78-yard run for a touchdown. The Saul kick reduced the lead for West. And then that was 17-14 at the time, Joe. And then, of course, West Catholic, their final possession here in the first half, led long sustaining drive, led to a Brittenfeld 3-yard touchdown plunge. The Smith kick, 24-14. That closed out the scoring for the first half. Let's look at individual stats for the first half, Joe. David Brittenfeld, 11 catches for 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Colin Abram, 2 for 9. And then Matt Gutierrez had that end around, 1 for 22 yards. So that was the rushing attack for West Catholic, 94 yards on the ground on 17 rushing attempts for 5.5 yards rushing per attempt. Grady Augustin, we talked about this, Joe, how important was for him to be really composed in this game, especially such a big game. Certainly has been. He's 9 for 12, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Of course, his favorite target, Jack Zagunis, 3 catches for 88 yards. Gabe Schwieters, 1 catch, that long catch for 53 yards. Yep. Colin Abram with a catch for 35. Brittenfeld for 1 for 20. And Ethan Gottleber will close out the receiving, 1 for 5 yards. Total passing was 202 yards. Total offense, 296 for West Catholic. Going on the other side of the ledger, Joe, South Christian, Carson Viss, 6 rushing attempts, 117 yards.
Well, one of them was 78 yards.
That's exactly right, for a touchdown. But other than that, Isaac Osterhaven, 5 rushing attempts for 5 yards. So really, I mean, 122 yards rushing, but other than Carson Viss, only 5 yards rushing for the Sailors. So tremendous job by that defensive line and the linebacking crew of West Catholic. Carson Viss, 9 for 16 through the air, 130 yards and a touchdown, but had that 1 interception in the red zone of West, costly one, as West took advantage of it and marched it down for a TD. His favorite target, of course, Owen Burgess, 5 catches for 58 yards. Tyler Brinks had a couple catches for 17 yards. Chuck DeHaan, 1 catch, 49 yards and a touchdown. So, again, 130 yards passing for Viss with a touchdown and interception. Total yards on offense for the Sailors of 252. So 296 for West, 252 for the Sailors. Pretty balanced first half.
Pretty balanced first half, and huge yards for both of the teams. I mean, we could be looking at 1,200-yard game combined. Great entertainment, and both teams have their. They've got their thing, right? West Catholic's ground game has been fantastic. Didn't expect the passing, attack that they've done, which has been very, very helpful. But the running attack has been very good with both Colin Abram and Brittenfeld. But Carson Viss is exactly who we thought he was. Took it by himself, making passes, going down the field. 1 hiccup in that rare interception. West Catholic capitalized on that, and it is a 10-point game tonight.
I think if you were to ask Landon Grove, if Grady Augustin is out-dueling Carson Viss by 72 yards through the air in the first half, I think he would have taken it.
I think he would have taken that, absolutely.
So we'll call in Steve Abed, too, who's going to take my seat here in the first half.
And we're going to take care of some business, some West Catholic business with Jill. Annabelle, let's see where your mic is right now. don't you say hello? Let's see if you're on.
The Falcon Marching Band
Hi.
continues its show tonight, performing a musical
good to have you.
illustration of the drive of
All
P.T.
right.
Barnum and his
So
future
actually, you know
wife
what?
from a
You know what?
young
I'm having a
age.
little bit of
This
trouble
one
with
is
your
called
mic. I'm gonna
Million
switch headphones with you, and I'm gonna give you Tom's. Hi, Steve Abid. There we go.
Hi, Joe.
We're gonna get to you in just a minute.
Ah, that's better.
There we go.
As long as I don't have to have the knowledge that he has by wearing his headset, I'm okay.
He's only got a one ear there, so that's all right.
That's good.
Hey, so excited to be back. Falcon Stadium, first home game, big game of the season against South Christian, and the energy's fantastic. They brought everybody on the far side of the field. We got a packed stadium.
Yeah, they travel well. They're out in the lawn. There's kids everywhere. Next week is youth night, but I see hundreds of future Falcons everywhere. So it's a busy night. It's honor game. So we have vets here. Actually, we were tailgating with them before the game, and so many of them are in that first graduating class of 64. So I continue to meet alumni over and over again. My dad was in that class, and so it's fun to meet all these classmates of his. And it was super active up there. And we have 2 reunion groups here too.
And I'm part of that. I'm part of that 84 group.
84.
So we got the 84s, and we got the 74s,
Yep.
and the 64s.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, good
Love
stuff.
to have those reunions.
Oh, he
did
brought
you
a
really?
photo.
Did you really?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Hair
Okay,
parted
good. He's
down the
gonna-
middle.
Yeah.
And
That looks like 84.
yeah. And the
Doesn't
nice
it?
little
Yeah.
and the nice fuzzy look to cover the acne. I like that. I get kind of every once in a while you get a zit. You feel good about it because I'm young again.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
Let's
something.
talk about West Catholic,
Okay.
Jill. Tell us about what's going on in the student body here.
Yeah, so 25% of the student body is out on the field tonight between the cheer, like everyone is here, right? And then the student section's huge. Everyone's here in the student section. So it's fair to say there's a lot of people. The student body is growing too. So we're up over 500 students again, first time in a long time. So everything just feels full because
Right.
it's more students than we expected this year. And so everything is very, very busy.
Awesome. Others volunteering throughout the stadium or cheering from the student section.
Yep. Student section, we have kids collecting all A's money by doing bake sale on the side. Kids are in the concession stands, and then we realize that our students volunteer 13,000 hours a year, whether they're on campus or at their parishes or out in the community. Some of those groups like to go out and do it on their own, like the football team. They go out to Therapeutic Riding Equest Center. But so different groups do those hours together, and then you also see. We've been joking. My own daughter's downstairs in the concession stand, 8th grader, but they're all like taking their turn. I'm like, yeah, Catholic school kids. They know that they're going to be giving back their time when we pull together a big event like tonight.
That's great. And we've already given a shout out to the 60th reunion folks, the 50th reunion folks, and the 40th class that we've got. But we're currently in 3rd generation Falcons.
We are.
And the school community is growing, right?
We're growing, and it's great to see. We had grandparents' mass this week, and just to see the crowd filled with all those who also did their time. It's just really fun. It's an honor to be here during all of this.
Let's talk about our special guests that we've got here for the honor game.
Over 70 people were here for honor game. It was nice to be able to celebrate them. They started in the MAC. We did a barbecue in there, and then they came out onto the field. They're actually, many of them are sitting in our new stadium seats. I don't know if you could see that. You can purchase a seat in the stadium for the season, which is really nice. And so we were able to use some of those seats for them tonight. And then, it's been great to have them all.
That's good. That's military, police, fire, and paramedics are here, and that's great. Mostly alumni, and some family members is good. Role models for our students, absolutely. When you serve your community, it's one of the most honorable things you can do.
Yeah. I want to jump down and talk about, so again, I said youth night is next week. So
Yes.
we're going to have over 200 future Falcons. I think they're here tonight, but definitely next week for sure. And then that freshman class is 128, for those of you who are wondering. That's their biggest freshman class since 2018. Now, to you guys, it's not going to seem that big. But that is, we're back trending up, and I think the amount of future Falcons that are coming around is a testament to all the hard work and all the dedication and all the keeping care of the place that everyone's doing, and then excellence in education.
Well,
when you see what the grads are up to, you can tell.
And you know, myself putting 4 kids through. Steve, how many? 3 kids through. We understood, you know, and you know, you take it upon yourself to pitch the school to friends and stuff like that, you know, hey, this is a great community, and now we see the numbers building, and that's fantastic.
Yeah. I want to say one thing that's off script, but I just got a text in my family group chat, you know, that I host international kids. But we're streaming in Portugal tonight because our alumni, Fidir, last year, or one of our Ukrainian students who lived with me, he was texting me, they're streaming the game.
Are they really?
So, yeah.
So we waved to them?
Cheers to
hey,
Portugal.
in Portugal.
But it's a good reminder. We're 6% international. So there are alumni now all over the globe, and they get to watch their team.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he probably should be asleep now that I'm doing the math on that. It's a good point. I was just excited he was watching the game.
Oh,
yeah.
That's good. Okay, so, I mean, we talk about international, we talk about class and, you know, growth and stuff like that. How can people that are interested in attending West Catholic, whether it be their children, grandchildren, you know, we know how much a family and that decision is made. How can they get more information on West Catholic?
Yeah, we have a couple of things coming up. Well, first of all, we already have 10 kids in the next freshman class already registered.
Good.
So, like, it's not even, we barely got into the year and we already have 10. So that's a good start.
Was there a discount for that? Or?
There should have been. My daughter's one of the 10, so I sure hope so.
That's great.
But no, we have a couple of events coming up. Our annual Experience West night is on Thursday, October 10th. It's at 6:30 at night. It's open house style, so you can come. You're supposed to register. Well, we're just glad to have you. You can go to grwestcatholic.org/admissions if you want to see that registration. But you can tour the school. You can meet all the players, meet all the student groups, all the teachers. You can ask your questions. We can talk about financial aid if you want, all those things. And then for all of those in Catholic education here in the Grand Rapids area, we do a financial planning night for K-12 and beyond planning. That's on Thursday, September 26th. That's very soon. 6:30 in the evening here at West Catholic. We'll go through how does financial aid work? How do I apply for scholarships? Even if you have kindergartners and you want to just know that Catholic schools are an option for you, we'll talk about all the process throughout the diocese to make sure that it can be affordable. So that's a fun thing to do.
Yes.
Again, grwestcatholic.org/admissions to register for those free events, and we're happy to meet all those future families.
And information is everything when it comes to how to finance your kids through Catholic education.
Actually, at the end of halftime, we're going to see a cool video. Mark Johnson, class of 2000.
Yep.
He is very involved in the youth football program now, but he told us kind of off the cuff a bit of a story of his own family's story of financial aid and how generation by generation we take care of all those who choose it. So we'll put that up on social media too if you want to see the video from Mark Johnson.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to see you up
thanks
here.
Thanks for having me. We got to pass it back to football talk.
We're going to go back to football talk, but we're going to have you up again.
Of course.
Right? We love having you up here. Find out what's going on with the school, and when you came on, we just love the energy that you brought, and thought it was fantastic. And look, it's paying off. And we have our new AD in the house. She had to do the halftime show for South Christian because that's where she went to school. Okay. So I was trying to psych her out up here in the press box before her interview with South Christian while I was with you guys. And
so
I met her before, and she's great. A dynamo. She's awesome.
Full of energy as well. So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Jill Annabelle, CEO of West Catholic. Go Falcons. And let's bring on now Steve Abid. Steve Abid, former faculty member, coach. Let's here move this like that.
I got injured in the radio booth. That's probably not a good thing.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. Hey, we're glad to have you up here. Thanks you very much. No, thank you very much for helping out when I had a wedding. First game of the year, you traveled down to Cincinnati for the Elder game with Tom. Did a fantastic job. You're a natural. Love to have
you. It helps when you speak for a living, I guess.
It does.
And football, second nature somewhat.
Yeah.
But I was very appreciative that Tom helped me out a lot, because it was all sort of new to me. I can come up and tell stories, but actually doing a game is a little bit different.
Oh, you did phenomenal.
And I hope the wedding went well.
Wedding was great. I mean, we had a blast. I was kind of on my. Well,
we were getting text messages from you, so
that was rehearsal dinner night.
Okay. All right, well, I'll give you a pass on that.
Anyways, we texted earlier this week and had a lot of fun, and I told you it was my, it's my class's 40th, and we had talked about the football and the class before, and I joked that they were more popular, they were more athletic, and they were a whole lot more fun. That's why everybody liked them, and we took a second step. But then you said, no, I really like the class of 84. So let's talk about, a little bit about the class of 84, what your memories are of us, and certainly in football related too. We had some very good players that went on and did some pretty good things. And I'm just going to bring up his name right now, Dave Denbraber.
Yeah, I mean, that season, last year when I was here, we talked about the 82 team, the class of 83.
Yep.
And then, a lot of coaches sort of had written us off in the City League coming into the fall of 83 because that other team was that good. But we, the saying still goes to this day, we just reload, right, at West Catholic.
Yeah.
So we had some shoes to fill. Dave Denbraber was a senior captain.
Yep. And
I don't know that we would have had the success we had if we'd had a different quarterback that year. He could throw the ball. He was a smart kid, so he knew when to call off a play and change it to something else. And the other thing that saved us in more than one game was his punting. And a lot of people may not have remembered that because of his other exploits. But in one game in particular against St. Joe's of Indiana down at Waldo Stadium, we were getting a little nervous because they had an excellent field goal kicker. Yeah. And I think Dave, I'm guessing it was over 60-yard punt.
Well, I remember him kicking a 78-yard.
Maybe that was the one.
But I do remember vividly. It was a 78-yard punt, and it was at Houseman Field. I can't remember who it was for, but you talk about turning the field.
Yeah.
But Dave, went on and did some fantastic things. Not in a one-year starter, because the starter before him, Tom DeBeal, was a great talent all on his own. It's to have two guys like that year on and year out, was really special. But Dave was a one-year starter that went on to Ferris, set records in the GLIAC up there, and he ended up playing a little bit of professional ball.
Yeah, he's told me some stories about playing with the Dallas Cowboys and missing a block and getting yelled at by various coaches. But and of course, no team is just one player. And so we had some other good kids, and I'll never forget that also on that team, the center was Tom Zam. And he was all city, and he had a hearing disability.
He did.
And so he and Dave had this thing worked out where he would hit him on the butt just before the snap count, so he would know when to snap the ball.
Yeah.
And he never missed a play, never missed a block.
No.
He read everybody's lips, and so I have a lot of fond memories about a lot of that season. It was
great,
a good season for us.
Great friend, Tom Zam, and that was not a disability for Tom.
No.
Not at all.
No,
and he would tear you up.
Yep.
Very strong individual, so it was great.
But yeah, it was, we won the city. We probably shouldn't have, but we did. And so you guys need to get back to work.
We need to get back to this, but
okay. They can see the game.
Yeah. Yep.
So we had, I did a little math for us here right now. So we made the playoffs, which we hadn't done the year before. So that was good. So we were 8-2, city champs. We scored 182 points. We gave up 84, and so defense still a hallmark. And we had a little tough go in the playoff game. We had a couple of injuries that. Hurt us.
Well, Matt Palmer got hurt with a broken leg, and that was a big one. He was a very good, running back for the Falcons.
Yep, and then Dave got hurt somewhere in I think it might have been the second half of that playoff game, and so Randy Bridgman came in. He ended up being the starter the following year, but we did lose a bet with that. with that
loss of quarterback.
Loss of quarterback, and just didn't quite have it. We had a big victory over Muskegon Catholic the week before, and that somewhat, your sails get really full of air, and then all of a sudden you come crashing back.
Well,
down
and
to
that was a
earth,
vengeful victory from the year before that too.
Yeah.
That was a very, very emotional game. I remember it well.
And so that was a fun game at Houseman Field also. So, but I don't like that. I think we missed a block.
We missed a block there.
So I'm sure Tom wants to get back in here. Maybe I can catch up with you another time. But
yeah, that was good. I mean, just rattling off some of the other players, and some that went on. Scotty Makarevich was a junior that year, and Scotty went on to do some fantastic things baseball-wise. But he was just a tremendous athlete. Let's see what we got here for an overthrown ball here by the Falcons. That's going to bring up a fourth down. Now they're going to have to punt. First punt of the game for West.
It's amazing that we scored every possession, right, in the first half.
It was really, it was smooth, very orchestrated, and nice job.
I wanted to mention the other All-City, Scott Dyer, the other senior All-City player, one of Dave's favorite receivers. We had to throw the ball a lot more than we typically. Fred was not a big.
No.
Fred Julian, for those of you that remember.
It was a departure for Fred to let Dave throw the ball.
He knew the throwing game, but we just didn't like to throw it. So, and then also your senior year, I had forgotten this. We won the state championship in gymnastics.
Yes.
And then the wrestling team was 20-0 in duels, and finished second in the state that year. So we had good athletes in a lot of different sports, and great kids.
We had a blast.
Your class officers were Katie Foley, Ted Zarnecki, Amy Papranik, and Secretary Rose Kehoe, who I just talked to out in the parking lot before the game.
Awesome.
Homecoming 83, up where we belong.
Up where we belong, yeah.
And I'm sure Joe was sporting a leisure suit or whatever he wore to that dance. But
I know I had a flower on my lapel, that's for sure. No, great guys, all friends. We've actually kind of stayed in touch, which is pretty good. We had a nice core group and whatnot. And so let's.
I'll let Tom get back in.
Yeah, let's get Tom back in. Here goes Carson Viss.
Good rest of the game, and hopefully we can keep it up.
Yeah, great matchup tonight. Thanks, Steve Avid, for joining us. We appreciate it. Rolling down memory lane. Seems like yesterday for us. Class of 84, how quickly 40 years goes by, especially the 20 years of when you're raising kids. So, Tom, thanks for coming back. West Catholic did a 3-and-out. And
it was nice
South
of Steve
Christian,
to join us.
Yeah.
He's got such a long history of West Catholic.
Great
It's
guy.
2nd and 3 from this here in the third quarter. Hand up the middle to Osterhaven, and Osterhaven will get wrapped up. Be a loss, I think, on that, Joe. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're giving him a little bit of forward progress.
Sure are.
He was hog-tied and brought down in the backfield, though.
So, 3rd down and 2.
Let's see if the West Catholic defense can stiffen here on 3rd down.
2 wide right for the Sailors. Osterhaven will go to the right of Viss now. Looks like West is getting ready to bring the pressure. They do from the outside. That's Britton fouled, and Viss will shake him, and then he finds Brinks, and he'll get hit, and the ball falls incomplete. Huge hit out there, Joe, and Brinks is down.
By record, and Brinks is down right now. And that ball was thrown a little bit inside of Brinks, couldn't quite handle it, and he paid the price. Record came in and drilled him. Now we got an official timeout on the field as he needs a little bit of attention. So West Catholic, defensively, Brittenfeld nearly had Viss down. And he escaped that and tried to throw a quick one to Brinks. You see Brinks now sitting up.
That's good to see.
That's good to see. Danny Brown, head coach, coming out to see how his big receiver is. I think this is more of
a
leg situation.
Yeah, they're looking at his left ankle right now, Joe, as we look at it.
He twisted pretty awkwardly.
Yeah.
trying to get that. He's going off on his own power. He's putting weight on it as he walks away.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Good to see. He's a great athlete. But as I think it was as he twisted to try to gain that ball in, it was back to the inside and had to turn against his body's momentum. And I don't think it was the hit by Record. But he's making his way off the field, and that's a good sign for the Sailors. They need him out here.
Yeah,
9:02
sure
to go here in the third quarter. West Catholic leading South Christian 24-14.
Hey, well, we have a break in the action. 262-9270. 616-262-9270.
I know we got a bunch because we hadn't. Chris Nemmer's out there listening. That's fantastic. Kevin Vachon, class of 84. He's listening from the DeVos Fieldhouse at Hope College. His daughter is a coach there for volleyball. Steve Vachon, Jamie, Taylor and Sydney listening, and Jack.
Here goes Viss. You got to be careful here because he might just run the ball for a first down. Here comes a high snap. Yep, it sure does. He runs for an easy first down. He's still on his feet at the 40, the 35, 30, shakes a couple tackles, still on his feet, breaks another tackle, the 20,
my
10,
goodness.
Touchdown Sailors. Oh my gosh.
From the 43-yard line, their own 43.
57-yard fake punt. And what did I say, Joe? You got to watch it. He's your punter, and he's got wheels. You got to play contain, and Wes let him go. And give him a lot of credit. He broke a lot of tackles out there on the field. And South Christian just put another touchdown on the board. And, boy, that could have been a big difference maker in this game. 8:48 left in the third. 24-20 is your score. We're pending the extra point. Wow.
Boy, oh, boy, I tell you what.
Huge change of momentum here in the third. Here goes Saul. End over end kick. It's up. It's good. So 24-21 is your score. Imagine if it's 24-14 and West scores a touchdown. It becomes 31-14. Totally different ball game. Huge play by the Sailors.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Well, that's why he's an all-stater.
That's why he's an all-stater. Yeah, hey, Raj Siraki's out there listening. And Mark Ostapovich and Missy, they're driving back to Florida after visiting the kids. They say go west.
We got
Lisa Sack is listening, my sister-in-law. Oh, she says that we should talk slower so we can catch up with the video.
Yes.
You know, when I write letters to my brother, you know, or emails, I always write or type slowly because I know he doesn't read fast.
Yeah, we know there's a little bit of a delay, but it's it's very tough to call play-by-play. And
Don Gregory, who married a class of 84 gal, Sandy Pelega. He's listening up in Cadillac.
How about Brian Bose is listening from Green Lake, Wisconsin. And we got Pete Bretsch checking in from Wolf Point, Montana.
Montana. Well, it doesn't beat Portugal.
No, that's for sure.
Wow, we did. Hey, Portugal. That's second only to China.
Now, that's right. Now, if you're West, I would watch the onside kick. Crazier things have happened.
Well,
you've got 5 up guys is all for West. So you've got a little bit of an overload situation on that left-hand side where they've got 5 Sailors and only 2 West. So let's just see what happens here. Comes a kick. Nope, gonna boot it away.
big kick.
Chance Anderson's gonna get it. Gonna be at the 10, the 15, still on his feet over the 20. He'll get tackled there, and you just felt some air get sucked out of the stadium as the momentum for the Sailors is definitely on their side now.
Did you see the speed of Carson Viss?
Yeah.
Man, once he got into the open field, he was gone. He's quite an athlete. And off to the races he went. 2 huge runs. One on a fake punt. and another on his own. 2 big scores for him.
Here goes Augustin. He'll be in shotgun formation. Off to the left is Brittenfeld. He's over the right side. Nice big hole over there. Follows Jacob Timmer, the big right tackle, over the 30. They have a nice pickup of about 8 on the play. 2nd and short for West. They're going hurry up here. Try to catch that South Christian defense off guard. Oh, ball's on the ground, and South Christian has it. Back-to-back issues with West Catholic between that 4th down punt, fake punt, and now you have a turnover here.
Yeah, a little problem with the exchange on that hurry-up offense, man. They went, and the exchange between Augustin and Brittenfeld, not clean at all. We saw the ball shoot towards the defense, and the Sailors recover. They're going to put their offense on the field at the 33-yard line.
Boy, this is a huge possession for West Catholic's defense. You know, all of a sudden you had a 10-point lead, could have went up by 17, and now you're trying to hold off South Christian here. Here goes a reverse, and that's Burgess. He's at the 30. He can fly inside the 25.
But so can record. Boy, he got around there real quick.
Sure did.
Pursuit was fantastic. And he got past, I think he got past this. No, he didn't get past the sticks. It's going to be 2nd down. Got to him there on the sideline.
Great dial-up by Danny Brown there. You know, they knew West Catholic is looking to contain Viss here in the 2nd half.
Well, and a little bit of shell-shocked as well after that fumble.
So 9-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Viss. This is the time where you might go deep, Joe. Let's see. Hand off to Osterhaven, and he'll get a 1st down for the Sailors up the middle.
Slim pickings for that run game outside of this, but enough to get a 1st down. Ball's going to be spotted right at the 20-yard line, so now in the red zone for the Sailors. 7:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's West Catholic 24, South Christian 21 in what we can only explain as the Carson Viss show.
Yeah. He'll go empty backfield now.
Yeah, USBC. No. Okay.
Viss, quarterback keeper, quarterback draw. He'll get tackled there. It takes about 4 Falcons to get him down, though.
It's going to be a loss of a 1/2 yard. West Catholic a little keen to that now, Tom.
Sure are.
Loss of a yard on the play.
All right. Plug in somewhere. Oh, that's okay.
So 2nd and 11 for South, and they'll send 3 wide right for Viss. 3 down linemen for West. He'll clap his hands together. He gets it. He's looking down deep. Now quarterback keeper. Now a step up. He's got a receiver there wide open in the end zone. Touchdown Sailors. That's Nathan Boomsma. He's 5'10", senior, 165-pounder. And just like that, Joe, West Catholic was in command a couple minutes ago. Sailors strike twice. They take the lead, 27-24 here in the 3rd.
Sailors had an early lead, 7-0, going down on their opening drive. But West Catholic drove down on their own, and West Catholic has led the ball game up until right now. And this is going to be a 28-24, pending the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's good.
4-point lead for the Sailors. 5:49 here in the 3rd. And
now let's just remind everybody that the Sailors came back from a 14-point deficit against East Grand Rapids last week.
They sure did.
So they know what they have to do.
They know how to adjust
how to
at
come
half.
back. Yeah, Danny Brown's no dummy, but then again, neither is Landon Grove. So West Catholic's got to get right back to where they were offensively, and they were fine.
Yeah.
They were fine. You know, this is just a little hiccup, and you're going to expect a team like South Christian to capitalize on mistakes like that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like West Catholic did on the interception from Carson Viss in the first half.
Well, you know, Landon Grove went over to Grady Augustin and said, listen, short-term memory. You got to forget about that fumble we just had on the last possession. Let's take the ball. Let's get the lead back.
So let's talk a little slower now so the camera can catch up with us.
So, give us a shout out, 616-262-9270. As Wyatt Saul, 6'4", 200-pound senior, gets ready to kick off from his 40. Here comes the kick. He's got it at the 10. 15, that's
Gutierrez.
Yep. So Matt Gutierrez takes it up over the 30. Nice job, nice return. Actually, you're going to mark him short of the 30 at the 28. And that's where West Catholic will get started here with their second possession here.
Boy, he got some speed
in the second half.
Gutierrez.
Yeah, he does. He's got some wheels.
So right back to business, boys. Let's brush that one off. 5:43 to go here in the third. Now trailing by 4 to the Sailors.
Augustin shotgun formation. Hand up the middle. Going to pick up of about 4 for Brittenfeld. 2nd and 6. Get back to your game, right?
Yeah.
Keep the ball out of South Christian's hands. Wear down that defense.
Yep. Little hiccup here. Nice gain of, they gave him 5 on that, Tom. Brittenfeld.
This might come down to who has the ball last. It would not surprise me. Wildman will shift over to the right. Here goes handoff. Trying to kick it outside as Brittenfeld. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. Great run by David Brittenfeld. He ends up on the track, Joe.
But we got a flag down at the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Augustin saying, come on back.
And we got a Sailor, an injured Sailor on the field. That's number 68. That's Benjamin Buter. And he's holding his knee.
Offense number 23. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Wow, and he was slot right on that, Joe. So hold on Max Wildman, and that negates long run into Sailor territory.
Well, the nice thing is you know it's there. Nice thing is you know that run is always a possibility with David Brittenfeld, but
sure do.
This is going to take West Catholic. They're going to be beyond the sticks now with a 2nd down and 15 to go.
Yeah.
2nd and 15.
Not what you want coming out of 2 quick scores by the Sailors. So West has got to put it together here on 2nd and long.
That's 2 big holding calls on big plays that have been called back to the Falcons.
Hand up the middle this time. Colin Abram. And he'll give Brittenfeld a spell, and he'll pick up about 2 or 3 on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. Huge third down. I hate to say huge third down. We're in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
But you got to keep this ball moving and keep it out of Vis's hands.
You got to keep some momentum going here.
Especially when you're down by 4 now. Let's go.
It's a big passing down here.
Here goes Grady Augustin. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a receiver there. And in the hands,
Aaron
Record. Yes.
Pass right across the middle. Aaron Record on the fly. Grady Augustin again delivering a phenomenal strike. And Aaron Record just flying down the field, finally brought down at the 34-yard line, Tom.
51-yard pickup for West. What a beautiful spiral from Augustin.
You know, before this, I looked at the Coopersville game. They didn't have a play over 30 yards.
Wow. Slot left goes Wildman. Fake, play action, going deep. Gonna get it. Touchdown, West! Gabe Schwieters with the touchdown.
Custom caulking touchdown by Gabe Schwieters, and what an answer by West Catholic. Coming back from the fumble, and then Carson Viss.
And that long third down play, 3rd and 12 to Aaron Record, and come back with another bomb to Schwieters to cap off that touchdown drive. And what a resounding answer by West.
It's a shootout. This is officially a shootout.
Did we call that? Did we call that? Pre-game, we said this could be a shootout at the OK Corral, and it sure is. End-over-end kick, it is good. So West Catholic back on top, 31-28. In case you're just joining us, you've got one of the best games in all of Michigan tonight. It is the #1 Division IV team, 2-0 South Christian Sailors against the 1-1 West Catholic Falcons, who are #2, mind you, in Division V. Their only loss coming to one of the top-ranked teams in all of Ohio with Cincinnati Elder. And that's the reason why very rarely, Joe, will you ever see a team that is 1-1 ranked #2 in the state.
Right.
And especially with a one-loss team this early in the season, but that's how good everyone thinks West is. So 31-28 is your score with 4:28. The score, Notre Dame Prep 42, Catholic Central 0.
Hello.
Yes.
How good is Notre Dame Prep? They were great last year.
Yes. How good are they?
How good are they? Wow.
Something to keep your eyes on.
So at the 4:28 mark, West Catholic retakes the lead 31-28 on a fantastic pass from Augustin to Schwieters. And we're calling this an official shootout.
Here comes the kick from Smith down to the 7. That's where South Christian will grab it. Come up to the 20, breaking a tackle over to the 27-yard line. So nice little pickup there by Brady Schultz.
Jack Franzak made first contact, then Cam in-body. Wrapped him up there. Ball's going to be at the 26-yard line. Now, earlier you said this is a big one for the West Catholic defense.
Sure is.
You know, let's see if they can get a stop here. They've been doing great on everything but Carson Viss scrambles.
All-state quarterback bound for Western for basketball. Yes, he'll hand off over the right side, and there goes West. Tell you what, nobody on the ground has done anything for the Sailors. Osterhaven had 5 rushes for 5 yards in the first half. Can't get on track here in the second yet. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9 for South Christian.
Yeah, Colin Hunter on the first contact, and then big hit by Luke Radlinski on that gain of 1. Again, the Sailors' rush game, the running game, has been very, very, very thin other than Carson Viss.
Here goes Viss. He rolls left. He's got a receiver there. Guess who it is? Brinks. Yeah, so he shook off that ankle injury, Joe, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Back in on the next possession here. He's close to a first down. Going to be short, though. Bring up 3rd and, let's call it a short 3 for the Sailors.
And that was a little test for him after that injury. He trotted back off the field. They're going to say, hey, you doing all right? And he says, yeah, Coach, I'm doing all right. So out he goes.
Trips right for the Sailors. Big 3rd down. Can they hold him here? Viss is going to keep it again, and he's got another first down. He just wills him way to the sticks, Joe. That's what competitors do.
Yeah, he's a gamer. I bet he's good at golf.
I think you're probably right.
So first down, new set of downs for the Sailors. 2:44 here to go in the third. West Catholic 31, Sailors 28.
Sailors, they know the run game other than Viss has been non-existent, so they're going to go empty backfield, let Viss handle it for himself. Send out 5 wide receivers, and here goes the quarterback keeper right up the middle again. He'll call his own number. This time, West Catholic is ready for it. David Brittenfeld in on the stop there.
And Hunter Price, he was the first contact, knocked him a little bit sideways. So that's limited that game to 3. What a weapon he is.
In case you're joining us, 31-28 Falcons. We're at the 153 mark here in the third. Great game here. Viss, step up in the pocket, overthrows his receiver just wide. Looking for number 8 over there, Chuck DeHaan, who's already got a touchdown tonight. Bring up third down.
Record out there on coverage. Does anybody want to get hit by Aaron Record right now?
No.
No.
Talk about a gamer. That's Aaron Record.
Yeah.
Landon Grove said that kid knows how to play football. Loves having Aaron Record on the team. 2 left, 2 right for Viss. Let's see what he does here on third down. Putting some pressure on him.
Comes the blitz.
Pocket gets close, and he finds a receiver.
Wow.
He just jumps up and finds a receiver there, and that's Caleb Weineke.
What a playmaker.
First down for the junior.
And he
Unbelievable
threw that
pass.
into a crowd of people.
He had to look over a couple guys bearing down on him, Joe, and just kind of a little jump pass. Kind of, reminiscent of the old days. Remember Tim Tebow used to have that jump pass?
Yeah.
At the end zone. He just kind of jump over the offensive line. He'll jump up if he needs to. He's 6'4". He doesn't need to jump too much. He's got good height for a quarterback. Quarterback keeper again. He'll get met at the line of scrimmage by 2 Falcons there.
Wildman in on the hit.
Yep.
And Jacob Dussault.
No pickup on the play. 2nd and 10.
Let's keep it in that long.
Viss, he's got endurance too, because you look at this kid, he takes hit after hit like this, he just bounces right up and he's ready to go. Strong kid for 6'4", 190. Trips right for South, empty backfield again. 2 will go on the near side, or the far side. Viss gets it, steps up in the pockets, got a receiver here on the down and out pattern. In for a first down into West Catholic territory was Burgess.
Oh, that was a generous mark right there. I thought he was out at the 41. I thought that was going to result in a 3rd and 1.
First down it is.
Boy, that's
for
a tough
South.
one.
Yeah. And third quarter will wind down with the 3-second mark, 1 second. That's the end of the third quarter. We got an awesome one. Don't go anywhere. Falcons of West Catholic 31, the Sailors of South Christian 28, and it might come down to who's got the ball last. We'll see.
Predictions. Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Duba Attorneys at Law. And fall is the absolutely perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you want outside your home. And Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. So just contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out on the web at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. And if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor. Here comes both teams back out to set up for the final stanza. West Catholic leading 31-28 in one of the premier games in the state of Michigan tonight, and it's been worth the $5 admission. I'll tell you that.
This is 13 for 22 with 175 yards now and 2 touchdowns. At the end of the third, here goes Viss. He'll pump. He's going to go deep. He's got a wide receiver wide open. Oh, far side of the line, and it is.
I don't know if he got the score.
Touchdown, Sailors. Guess who it is?
Man, oh man.
It
38-yard pitch and catch, and boy, he was all alone. And I think that it was either a blown coverage or a slip by the D-back.
But there was nobody around, Joe.
No. So opening play of the fourth quarter results in a score for South Christian. They retake the lead. This is really a back and forth thing.
Didn't take long here in the fourth. 9 seconds into the fourth, and South Christian has a lead on the bomb by Viss. Botch.
Botch
fumbled.
Kick.
Ball still on the ground. Fire drill for South Christian. That could
play
big.
in huge. That brings that to a 3-point game, Tom, and that one could be huge. Missed extra point. That one was big. 34-31. Sailors lead, but that mistake could be costly as we go down towards the end of the game. West Catholic very excited about probably getting that offense back onto the field.
So this connects with DeHaan for the second time tonight, and they take the lead 34-31 at the 11:51 mark. Hey, if you're out there listening, give us a text, 616-262-9270. That's 616-262-9270. Let us know you're out there listening. We've got people from Wyoming, Montana, all over the place. Want to know where you're listening from tonight. Yes, we got a packed house here, so we know a lot of West Catholic fans are here to watch the number 1 ranked South Christian Sailors take on the number 2 ranked
Big OK White
Falcons.
score here to report. Unity Christian 42, Forest Hills Eastern 13. Forest Hills Eastern, of course, picked as a favorite along with West Catholic in the OK White. Unity Christian putting it to him right now.
Wyatt Saul will tee it up on the 40.
Rockford 30, Granville 12. They're in the third. And again, Notre Dame Prep putting it to Catholic Central, 42-0. They're in the fourth.
Here comes the kick by South. Boots it all the way back to the 5. That's where West will get it. 10, 15, 20, dancing his way to 25.
Wow.
Chance Anderson up over the 30 to the 31. Nice return by Anderson. Does a nice job returning the ball, Joe.
Boy, have we got some great returners.
Sure do.
These two guys, they are like water bugs moving in and out of traffic.
So now the onus is on this West Catholic offense again. Play clean football and move it. Augustin, Wildman will go slot right. Hand up over the right side. Here goes Brittenfeld. He'll go over the 25. Brittenfeld ran for 185 yards last week in an easy win over Coopersville as West Catholic put up 63 points on offense.
Just really like West Catholic's run game. The blocking up front, the size of these guys, and the holes that they're opening up for Brittenfeld and Colin Abram. Shoot, Tom, you and I could go through them.
I don't know about that. I think the closing speed by South would get it. Here goes Brittenfeld, 45, 50, 45 of South Christian, still on his feet all the way down to the 30-yard line.
And a flag for a face mask. I think that was grabbed with the tackle, and they're going to tack yardage on as we got another Sailor down on the field. That flag is at the 29-yard line, Tom, right where he was taken down.
Joe, how about the blocking of Jack Zagunis downfield?
Oh.
I mean, he's 30 yards downfield, laying blocks on the DBs of South Christian. Freed up Brittenfeld, did another 15 yards on the play. What a great job by Jack Zagunis. That's part of the, part of the offense that those wide receivers don't get a lot of credit for.
Right.
You always expect them to catch the ball. They got to do a lot of blocking on this offense too.
Take a look. I can't see who it is. Danny Brown, head coach of the Sailors, is out there.
Personal foul, face mask.
Yeah, face mask when he was brought down. So that's going to move that all the way down to the 14-yard line, I think, Tom.
That's
a spot foul, or maybe to the 15.
That's Brady Schultz. Looks like it was just a cramp, perhaps, Joe, number 15.
We've seen season-ending cramps, and they're awful.
Yeah, not good.
Hey, really quick, Fox Pools located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pools, West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring full-service showroom with chemicals, supplies, and accessories.
Going to get a little swing pass out of the backfield there, and he'll slip and fall down. So he'll fall down at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 5. Big third down play here for West. They need to get a stop, and here's their chance.
Yeah, Burgess on the wheel route. He got to the line of scrimmage. He's going to try to make a move on the 3 West Catholic defenders being blocked, and just lost his footing. Big third down. The West Catholic crowd gets up. They're ringing the bells. They're shaking the keys.
Boozma and Burgess will go to the near side here. One receiver far right. Oosterhaven will stay in with this. This gets it. Oh, he pumps. Now he's got a receiver there, and in and out of the hands. Would have had a first down, Joe. And he heard footsteps.
Pass was a little bit low. And we've got another Sailor down. He took a little bit of a hit. That ball was down near his shins, and I think he went down, and the West Catholic defender went down with him to make the hit.
Yeah, I think he heard footsteps, Joe, because he kind of short-armed that. Zagunis was closing quickly, and I think he heard the footsteps, and he kind of short-armed it, didn't bring it in, and that'll bring up 4th down and 5 for the Sailors.
Hey, since 1965, West End Body has been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call the new owner, West End Body, Gavin, and he'll fix everything up for you. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body is your single source for collision repair. West End Body located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. And by Custom Caulking. Custom Caulking is the contractor's choice for waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond. Both residential and commercial, Custom Caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. The Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all athletic programs. We thank them. And by Frank's Market. The new Frank's Market is located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kibasas, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic results and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market is your only choice.
What do you think here, Joe? Hey, West Catholic is not taking any chances. They do not have a single person back to field the punt. They are saying, you know what? We got burned once.
You're going to have a spy and you're going to have a go guy.
Yes. So 4th and 5, here it comes. Viss, get it, steps up. He's going to fake. He's under a lot of pressure. Got a receiver there wide open as breaks. He's at the 30, the 40. He's got to beat one guy.
Oh, man.
He's got to beat record. And it's going to be another touchdown on a fake punt. 75-yard fake punt touchdown. The second fake punt touchdown for the Sailors tonight.
Oh, and Landon Grove is absolutely... He is screaming at the officials. They needed to throw a flag. We've got a conference.
There's a conference there.
Yeah, at the 26-yard line, and he is adamant
Oh, I think linemen were downfield, maybe on that. They're having
that would stand to reason. I'm not going to write on this score sheet until we've got an answer. Let's call Duba and Duba in. Chris and Don Duba.
Mediators.
Yeah, they're talking about this. Landon Grove is claiming, they called the flag. They threw it. And that's going to bring this one back. Boy, a 75-yarder negated. And, Tom, I think you called it illegal man downfield.
Yeah.
Prior to that.
You kind of had a jailhouse there.
Right.
Because the original play that was set up, because Viss was under pressure,
was a fly down at the far side of the field.
Didn't have it.
No.
And so that caused a delay in that play. That caused the lineman to go downfield. And so legal man downfield, and that will bring it back, and that'll bring up 4th and 15. And let's see what they do here. So West Catholic gets a huge break on that call. 75-yard touchdown.
Hey, don't relax. Don't relax on this one. We're still talking about Carson Viss. So they're going to walk this back. Everybody's set back up at the original line of scrimmage, but this is a penalty, so they're going to walk it back 5 yards, and they're going to set up a 4th and 10. 8:13 to go in the ball game. South Christian leading West Catholic 34-31.
And West Catholic still does not have anybody back on 4th and 15. They still don't trust this. Here goes Viss, takes his time, and he'll just boot it downfield. And that's the beautiful thing. When your punter is your quarterback, that gives you all sorts of options. The ball's going to go all the way down to the 30. So took a nice South Christian bounce there, but West Catholic holds, and it's 34-31 at the 8:03 mark here in the fourth.
And feeling really good about what just happened there. It would have been it's non-advisable. He was in trouble. He almost went down.
Yes.
Making it look like he was going to roll out again. So here comes the West Catholic offense.
Well, give all the credit in the world to Landon Grove there, who called out that man downfield, and then the referees took a long time to huddle up, but they realized they missed that. They did recognize people downfield, but they didn't throw a flag until after the fact. So trips right, one left. Here goes Brittenfeld over the right side. Huge hole. A lot of blocking out there from his wide receivers. He breaks the tackle
he's
to 37.
punishing people.
And here comes
another flag. What's this one going to be for?
It's a makeup flag, and it'll probably be a hold, I'm guessing. South Christian will feel a little good about this, perhaps. Blocking. Now, if it's a spot foul, let's see if it's a spot foul down here, because he could still have a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, there it is. That's where they put the flag, indicating a spot foul. And let's hear it from the white hat. Here he comes.
So probably
Offense, number 11.
Yeah, record downfield with the hold. Somehow you tend to get those, though. After
yeah.
So 1st and 15.
And sometimes it's just the angle that the refs got.
Yeah, absolutely.
So outside the sticks, 1st and 15. Here's another handoff to Brittenfeld. He's running hard. Boy, he's a punishing runner. He got almost 10 on the play, maybe 9.
You tackle him up high, you're going to pay the price.
I mean, not the biggest guy, but punishing runner. Okay, he's going to come off the field. Yeah. Here comes Colin Abram. He tapped his head and he says, "Hey, man, I need a
I'm not 100%. Give him a lot of credit. Guys want to play, but he knows Abram is going to be better in this situation. 2nd down and 7. Jet sweep, trying to turn the corner. Not really being able to do it as Gutierrez. Gutierrez maybe picks up a yard on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 7. You bring Brittenfeld in here. No, he's still gassed. West Catholic doesn't want to burn a timeout. They might need it down the road.
Little play action here, Tom.
Both teams are still 3 timeouts. So 3rd and long.
Okay, hang on. We're going to have a timeout
South.
by Danny Brown. He's going to call one. He says, we got to hold these guys back.
Big 3rd down play.
Big 3rd down play. Padgett Business Services is your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Padgett Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Padgett online at PBSGR. And thanks to Mark Dave and his great staff, Padgett's located on Lake Michigan Drive, right next to Mr. Bergen. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. That's melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right.
Speaking of epic,
Yeah.
we have an epic game going on.
Oh, do we ever.
34-31, 6:47 left in the game between the top-ranked Sailors in D4 and the second-ranked Falcons in D5. Trips right for the Sailors. Augustin on 3rd down. He swings it out. He's got Brittenfeld there. He'll pile his
Ooh, it's going to get right to the
shoulders down.
40 or the 39. He's got to get to the 41.
2 yards.
What you going to do?
What you gonna do when they come for
at
you?
6:30 to go, clock's ticking.
They're gonna punt. Oh, boy, I don't know, Joe. Do you punt at 6:24? You're giving the ball back to Viss, or does West Catholic go wild card here and go for it?
Well,
they're lined up in punting formation, and they don't have their quarterback as a punter.
Right.
And guess what? South Christian
I
says,
do a hard cadence right now,
South
too,
Christian doesn't care. They've got everybody up. You're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're going to try our own. There's a flag down the field. Let's see what happens there.
I'm going to say it's probably a legal procedure. That's a huge play.
And West Catholic, a failed fake punt.
Yeah, really tough.
Kind of a tip for tat, right?
Yeah, really tough to execute that, Joe, like we talked about. I mean, they had 11 guys up, no guys back. They were totally ready for that.
That penalty is declined. First down, South.
Yeah, so West Catholic's going to turn the ball over on downs. I'd have rather seen David Brittenfeld get that ball.
Same here.
Take a chance for 2 yards.
Line up in Wildcat, right?
And hard cadence it at least once.
So turnover on down short field, the 33-yard line. And now backs up against the wall for that West Catholic defense.
And we see Charlie Stepker in there.
Because of
the nose guard.
They give up a touchdown here, it might be lights out. They have got to step up as Viss gets ready. Fake handoff, Viss keeps it. He'll go up the middle, still on his
Strip
feet.
it.
They look to strip it, but Viss has got some strong hands.
Yeah, a yard. Radlinski in on the play.
2nd and 9 now for the Sailors.
Boy, big Charlie Stepker was in there at nose guard.
Now, do you blitz on 2nd down to make it 3rd and long?
You got to make the guy uncomfortable. You got to make the guy. How about Aaron Record?
Off the edge.
Just send him on a flyer.
Osterhaven goes off to the right of Viss. Balance formation for the Sailors. 2 left, 2 right. West is acting like they're going to come. And Viss keeps it. And they got a spy on him.
Big hit.
He'll pick a couple up on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. And you almost wonder, right? South Christian maybe playing this as a 4-down possession. 3rd and 6 for West.
And just not a lot of confidence in the sophomore Isaac Osterhaven to hand that ball off in a critical situation. It is all this. Why wouldn't you spy him?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So huge 3rd down at the 4:30 mark.
They're trying to get a play in, and they're down to 13 seconds, and you got half your offense going towards the sideline. They're going to call a timeout here.
Sure, yeah.
And that's going to leave them with 1.
Yeah, but they want to talk about this. They know if they score,
Yeah.
this is game.
Yeah.
Timeout.
More than likely.
More than likely.
So you're going to take your time, make sure you're going deep in the playbook if you have to.
Right.
Make sure you call the right play here, pick up a first down.
Boy, everybody got their $5 worth tonight, didn't they? I'd have paid $6. But we get in for free.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, what a great game, you know. And West Catholic, you know, a error-free first half, really. I mean, they played a tremendous first half. The second half has really hurt them. 2 turnovers on an interception and on a fumble. And then, of course, there were 2, well, there's 1 really punt return, fake punt return for a touchdown. The second one got called back, luckily. But with those 2 turnovers and that fake punt return, that really is the difference in the ball game here, as it's 34-31 in the fourth.
Number 18, Tyler Brinks, and number 2, Owen Burgess.
You got 3
need
guys
to be in heavy coverage. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
you-
got 3 guys that you really need to watch. Watch them go to somebody they haven't.
Well, they've gone to Chuck DeHaan, too, so I guess you got to
Yeah, big
keep
score.
your eyes out on him.
Big play. 3rd and 6. Ball's on the 28-yard line.
Burgess and Boomsma out on the left side. This clapping his hands. He gets it. He rolls right, trying to break contain. Now he's going to go deep and shakes off a receiver or a defender, and now
Big
it's a
strike.
touchdown, Sailors. How did he get that ball off, Joe? He had a defender right in his grill, shook him off, threw it deep, and what on target. What a great pass
Chuck
by
DeHaan.
this. Wow. That was unbelievable. I could
28
not
yards.
believe he got that ball off that far in the air on target. And he might have just sealed the deal for the Sailors.
Yeah, this to Chuck DeHaan, 28 yards on 3rd and 6.
He threw that from almost the 40-yard line. Amazing. That's what an all-state quarterback will do for you. And what a difference a half makes. End-over-end kick. It's up and it's good. So it got tipped a little bit, still went through the uprights. It's 31-41, 10-point lead for the Sailors. Only 4 minutes and only
10-point game, though.
3 timeouts left for West. West needs to score quick. They need to hold the timeouts and hopefully get a defensive stop against the Sailors. But the Sailors have made West pay.
It's everything it's cracked up to be. What a game. Now, West can score quickly here. We've had some great passes. And I look to see Grady Augustin trying to find some
Mark
of those receivers
Naraki,
early. Yeah, Mark
the voice
Naraki.
of the Falcons.
Yeah.
Just said somebody lost a Lululemon purse. Just double checking. It was not yours.
No,
Before
mine's not that color.
Oh, okay.
Different color.
I gotcha.
That
But-
one looks to be pink. Mine's yellow.
But if anybody's out there listening and your wife's at the game and you're not, and you know she carries a Lululemon purse, you might want to text her right now.
You know,
So here we go. 4:05. You want to pick up first downs. You want the clock to stop if you're West. But you want to start with a big return here. Let's see. Stahl tries to kick it to the end zone. It's going to be returnable.
That's
It goes
going
out of bounds.
Yeah.
Chance Anderson watched it go out of bounds. So it'll be good field position at the 35 for West, which you don't mind. No time off the clock. And fairly decent field position for West.
Yeah, kind of a squirrely kick there, big, you know, like a spinner. Didn't get his foot on it. I know he wanted to put it at the numbers.
Free kick out of bounds.
Sure did.
Kick team. Ball we placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah, decent field position now. 4:05 to go. West Catholic 3 timeouts, down by 10. This has been all Carson Viss.
Look
Tremendous performance by the All-Stater.
Look for Zagunis or Record at the line of scrimmage. Record, they're sagging off Record, giving him like 10 yards. Let's see what they do here. Here goes Augustin. He's going to look deep. Now he's going to come in the middle, and he's got Zagunis at the 50. Little button route for Zagunis. Nice pass, and it's a first down for West. Clock stops while they move the change, Joe.
Yeah, Rowan DeCam and Owen Burgess they were on the coverage. It was nearly double coverage.
3:51 left on the clock. Hurry up offense here for West. Fake. Here goes Augustin. He's looking, got plenty of time, and now he'll just throw it away. Had a receiver out there in Gabe Schwieters, but well covered downfield. Double coverage by Jack Zagunis downfield. He didn't want to take a chance.
No.
Looked for him.
Yeah. He had Brittenfeld on the far side, and he faded out. But he was looking downfield. He wanted Zagunis. He wants to score quickly.
This is where that deep ball might get a little hesitant from Augustin, knowing he threw a pick earlier this quarter. Let's see, Brittenfeld off to the left, trips right for West. 2nd and 10 in Sailor territory. Here goes Augustin, little down and out route, falling out of bounds. Short of the sticks, though, Joe.
That's
It's going to be Gabe Schwieters.
Very smart. The grab, and he went right to the sideline to stop the clock at 3:34.
Yeah, you might want to hand it off to Brittenfeld here and then go hurry up. You need a first down. Here goes Augustin. Oh, wide open is Jack Zagunis here in the flats. He'll stiff arm one guy at the 33, get inside the 25. It'll be a West Catholic first down at the 21.
So West clicking off yards here.
1st and 10. Ball at the 21, 3:30 left.
How hard is it going to be if West Catholic scores for South Christian to use clock?
Yes.
It's tough to do.
And what do? If you're West, you may just look to onside it. I would not be surprised to see West Catholic onside it if they score here.
Last time out called by the Sailors, Danny Brown.
I mean, let's talk strategy, Joe. So they score a touchdown here, and there's 2 minutes left in the game.
Right.
Do you give Vis the ball, hoping your D, with 3 timeouts, can stop them, have a hard time stopping them all game? Or do you try to go onside kick? You kick the ball from the 40.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stop them anyways, right? So,
Yeah.
So do you just kick the onside kick? And if you give it to them, hey, look if they don't get a first down, they're not in field goal range.
Right. I think you kick it away. You got to give them a long field and hope the defense does something. You can't give them a short field on a miss like that, because then you've got all that distance to cover as well. Just my thoughts.
Lululemon, if it's yours, step up to the press
Respect your thoughts.
Thank you.
I think I might go onside, though.
Okay.
I'm going to call that. I would go onside.
Okay. Hey.
Difference of opinion, but hey, but before we even get to that, West has got to score. So trips left, 1 right for Augustin on 1st and 10. Here we go. Here comes the pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's got room to run. He doesn't do it. He's got a receiver there. First down, Aaron Record. He's inside the 5 at the 4. Clock is ticking. No, first down. Sorry. First down play will be 1st and goal. Clock stops at 3:22. Let's see if they hand it off to Brittenfeld here. Here goes Augustin. Jet sweep. Aaron Record. He'll get stopped at the 1. So clock is still ticking. 3:09. Let's see if they hand it off to Brittenfeld. Here goes Brittenfeld up the middle, and he's going to get stopped, Joe. Everybody's there for South Christian. Everybody knew it was coming.
Yeah, they're going to put
it right back. We called that from the mile away. 2:53 left. Do you have time to go Wildcat, Joe? Get some of your heavy blockers in there. No, 2:46. Clock is still ticking. Brittenfeld will stay in there, and so will Augustin. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Misdirection. Augustin keeps it. Touchdown West! Grady Augustin, 1-yard touchdown plunge, and the Falcons have cut the lead to 4.
Custom caulking touchdown for Brady Augustin at the 2:35 mark. West Catholic moved that ball right down the field, got themselves into scoring position, took a couple of plays, A little bit of time off the clock. Westcat's inching their way back into this game.
Let's talk about how important this extra point is. Down by 4, need this to cut it to 3. It's up by Landon Smith. He's been perfect all year. It's up and it's good. So 5 touchdowns for the Falcons, 5 extra points for Landon Smith. He cuts the lead to 41-38, and now it's decision time for Landon Grove and company. 41-38, 2:35 left. You've got all 3 timeouts in your pocket. Sailors have 0. Doesn't really matter because Sailors don't need it. Sailors need first downs. West Catholic needs stops. Ball will be placed at the 40. Yeah, and I almost would like to do this too, Joe, just knowing that it's a 3-point game. You don't get the onside, that's fine. You don't get the stop and they get a first down, fine. You still have to stop them at some point.
Yeah.
And if you can stop them on downs, right, they can kick a field goal. You could still win it with a touchdown.
You can.
So that's why I am saying this is going to be an onside kick. And guess what?
And it looks like we got them bunched up here.
Now do you kick deep? Nobody is deep.
Oh, get a flyer.
And then it's just who can run to the ball fast enough and cover it up.
Or you get a nice high floater and get your jet guys down there. Here we go.
I might try to hit it to the 15. Let's go. Does he get over the line? No, little kick. Oh, picking it up at the 30. Down to the 35 on the fly.
No flag, had it, picked it up 11 yards
wait,
across.
Wait.
What?
Oh, you've got the referee saying he got it a yard early. So Danny Brown was in his ear, and I think he's saying he got it too early.
Let's go to replay.
I don't see a flag, though.
I don't see a flag. They're having a conference,
There's
though.
a big huddle here. Where's instant replay when you need it? It was really close. He had to get it at the 50. Let's see, they're having a conference here. Danny Brown saying, hey, no. He got that ball too early. Let's see what they do. This is a huge call.
Is that the ball was touched 10 yards at the line of scrimmage. Ball will be placed at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, West Catholic.
Oh, man.
Huge.
Oh, huge.
Huge call. 2:30 mark. He got it right at the 50 at the 10-yard marker. Oh, that is a huge call. The ball has to travel 10 yards. If you don't know the rule, if West Catholic touches that at the 49, it is South Christian ball at the 49. If West Catholic touches it at the 50,
but I don't know if he could advance it. That was the thing.
Yeah, now what's interesting,
they made the right call. I just saw it on the video here.
Yeah, now they place it at the 49, though, Joe.
That's where he grabbed it.
Yeah, but the referee said he caught it at the 50.
Well,
so, anyways.
It's the correct mark and it's the correct call. I just saw the huddle feed.
Absolutely. Here we go. Here goes Brittenfeld. Fake to him, and Augustin goes up the middle. Yard on the carry. So the Grady Augustin running game, while it was great for the touchdown, he really hasn't picked up more than 3 yards on a carry. So let's see West rely on Brittenfeld and the wide receiving core. We have 2:11 to go. 41-38 your score. Sailors over the Falcons. Augustin gets it. Steps up. He's got Zagunis. He shakes one tackler, and he's got a West Catholic first down inside Sailor territory.
And I think he got out of bounds.
The clock stops at 2 minutes now. You don't want to score too quickly. 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
So the clock has stopped as Zagunis went out of bounds. 1st and 10. I would not be surprised for Brittenfeld to get the ball on a handoff here. No, Zagunis or Augustin gets it far side of the field. Oh, dangerous pass. He was looking for Zagunis on the far side of the field.
That is a long pass from where he was throwing from the near hash marks.
40-yard pass across the field.
Right. Stops the clock at 1:55, which is good, but brings a second down to 10. I would have liked to seen positive yardage from a Brittenfeld handoff.
I agree. Slot right goes Wildman. 2 left, 1 right. Let's see if they hand it off this time. It's 4-down territory for West. You do have that going for you. Oh, a little bit of movement on the South Christian line, but he did not jump across, so no flag. In motion goes Wildman. He'll step Here goes Brittenfeld. He'll get met right away.
Oh, missed assignment. Yeah.
They'll lose 3 on the play.
Big number 77, Parker Hennigan.
Boy, did he
6'3",
beat him.
235, came in, unblocked. Now we've got a 3rd and 13.
Here goes Augustin looking downfield. He's got a receiver.
Ooh.
Overthrows McCourty. He had a first down at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th and 13. And that's going to send all the DBs back to the first down marker. And you made it difficult without getting positive yards early. Made it very difficult on this 4th down play.
So here's your game in one play here, minute 33 to go, 4th down and 13 for the Falcons. Ball's at the 40.
In motion, fake. Augustin's going to have plenty of time. He's going to go deep. He's got a receiver in Schwieters, and it's broken up. It's incomplete, and that's going to be your ball game. Well, hold on.
Hold on.
Not necessarily.
You got 3 timeouts.
You got 3 timeouts, 125. That will not be your ball game because I don't think the Sailors can actually run out the clock. So Grove is saying, hey, guys, let's stay with it. This game is not over yet. Little underthrown there for Schwieters. Good coverage, double coverage by Christian. 41-38 is your score.
What a game.
What a game.
Here comes Carson Viss. You know he's going to run around. He's going to run around and elude the West Catholic defense to try to burn some clock here.
West Catholic might sell out here. Here goes Viss, shotgun formation. Ball's at their own 40. Hand up to Osterhaven.
Timeout.
No pickup on the play. They have stopped everybody running the ball except for Viss.
They really have.
Osterhaven probably has about 10 carries on the night for probably 10 or 12 yards, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So bring up 2nd and 9 for the Sailors. Clock stops at 1:21. They are clinging to a 3-point lead. What a lot of, so much action here in the 4th, Joe.
Oh, man.
79 points put up between the D1 team in Division 4 and the second-ranked Falcons in D5. And I have to say West Catholic has outplayed South Christian. If it weren't for the miscues in the second half, I think West Catholic would be looking at a lead right now. But give it to South Christian. They're number 1 for a reason.
Want to remind everyone to join us here next week. Game against Spring Lake.
We got to assume that they're going to run the ball again. Viss, no, he throws the ball out there to Burgess, and he's got a first down. So South Christian with the first down, they're not afraid to throw it. That's like a handoff to Viss when he throws it out to Burgess with that kind of cushion. So 112, 111, 110. Will Landon Grove dare call a timeout? I think you should still call a timeout. You never know, right? Ball could go on the snap, but he's letting the clock tick. It's down under a minute now. I think Viss is just going to take a knee. He's just going to run around for a couple seconds. Let's see.
Yep. He's going to wait for this to click down 8, 7, 6. He's going to snap it at 3.
We're inside 40 seconds. Here comes the snap, and then here comes the kneel down. So 34 seconds left, and West Catholic's going to let it go. And what a tough defeat for the Falcons of West Catholic. That was going to be the last play of the game. So South Christian Sailors 41, your West Catholic Falcons 38. And we got to go back a long time, Joe, to see the Falcons with a losing record after 3 games, as they're 1-2.
Yeah, and it's too bad that any team had to lose here tonight. Both teams playing fantastic. Carson Viss, man, oh man, did he perform tonight. Everything we expected out of him. And also very good play out of their big tight end, Tyler Brinks, and their wide receiver, Owen Burgess. It was really those guys who made it all happen tonight. DeHaan as well.
We're going to try to get the coaches up here. No guarantee after a
Can you
tight
text
loss
them?
like this.
I am dead here on my my cell.
I think we said we were going to do a reminder. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah.
So we will.
But we'll get Steve Groom's stats in here, and hopefully we can land one of the coaches up here. We asked him, hey, win or lose. Bye, Rose. Rose Arbanis is here tonight.
Our number one fan, Rose Arbanis.
Thank you, Steve
Made the
Grooms.
trek.
Appreciate that.
So
let's take a
as
seat.
we wait for the coaching staff to come up, we're going to
go back to the box here.
Look at the stats here. And we'll cut to the press box here. We'll have a lot to say here. Tough loss for West Catholic as they lose here 41-38 on what can be described as an epic game
it really
in
was.
West Catholic lore.
Fantastic. Taking a look at South Christian, numbers for South Christian rushing. Carson Viss, fantastic, 197 yards on 15 carries and 2 scores. He averaged 13.1 per, but he had 2 really long ones, a fake punt for a touchdown, and it was the Carson Viss show. Isaac Osterhaven, 9 carries for 12 yards. Like we said, he was pretty much a non-factor in there, and Owen Burgess, 1 carry for 9.
Think about that, Joe.
Yeah.
1.3 average for Osterhaven, 13.1 for Viss.
So that's going to result in 214 yards on 26 attempts. They averaged 8.2 on the day. Through the air, Carson Viss was 17 of 27 for 254 yards, 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. Those balls went to Owen Burgess, had 8 catches for 78 yards. Your big one was Chuck DeHaan, 3 catches for 115. Excuse me. Nathan Boomsma, 1 catch for 21 yards. Caleb Weineke, 1 catch for 10. And Tyler Brinks, big Tyler Brinks, 3 catches for 24. Chuck DeHaan with 3 scores on the night. Nathan Boomsma had 1. So through the air, 254 yards on 17 completions. And 1 turnover was the interception by Viss. On West Catholic side of the ball, rushing-wise, David Brittenfeld, 21 carries, 117 yards. Magatreres, 2 carries for 23. Colin Abram, 3 carries for 12. And Grady Augustin had 5 rushing attempts for only 1 yard, but that was for a score. Brittenfeld with 2 scores on the day. Through the air, Grady Augustin, really an impressive 18 of 27 for 365 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. The big grab tonight was Jack Zagunis, no surprise there, 7 catches for 137 yards and a score. Gabe Schwieters, 3 catches for 95 yards and a score. Aaron Record, 3 catches for 69. Brittenfeld, 2 catches for 24. Colin Abram, 1 catch for 35. And Ethan Gottleber had 1 catch for 5 yards. So that results in 515 yards of total offense and 18 first downs for the Falcons, 2 turnovers, 1 pick, and 1 fumble. And man, oh man, we had almost 1,000 yards tonight out of both teams. It was a shootout.
600 yards in the air between those 2 quarterbacks. And look at Grady Augustin's stats as they stack up against Viss. 365 yards for Augustin with 254 for Carson Viss. Augustin had himself a night. I mean, this was kind of a breakout night for him. He had a great week last week against Coopersville, but to come in with this quality of a team,
right,
and to play as well as he did,
and he did,
I mean, overall he had the one pick, but other than that,
He threw dimes.
Yeah, he threw a really great ball game.
Yep. So very impressive there. What can we say? This was two Goliaths meeting, a D4 number 1 and West Catholic. Yeah, in spite of their loss, was number 2 in D5, and really it's a shame that a team had to lose tonight because both teams really capitalized on their highlights. Brittenfeld, phenomenal running, and what can we say about Grady Augustin? It's come to him on game 3. Feel really, really good about that now.
Really do. As a junior, right?
As a junior.
So he's only got 3 starts under his belt,
right?
And he's already coming into his own.
And that feels really good. Again, we can't say enough how good this game was. Back and forth, never more than a 10-point lead for either team.
Right.
Momentum shifts back and forth. Some miscues, some capitalized. Most of the miscues were capitalized on with both teams. We had some trickery. We had plenty of trickery with the fake punts, and what can we say? It's a tough loss, but you come away from this one feeling pretty good. You
really do. I mean, you had two INTs, one with each quarterback, but both quarterbacks played phenomenally well. The turnovers, like you said, kind of came in to haunt. 2 turnovers for West, only 1 for the Sailors, and really that was probably the difference in the ball game.
Yeah. So West Catholic goes on to face Spring Lake next week. Don't know what they did tonight. They had I think I got it here on my notes. Let's see here what we got. They played. Oh boy. I can't find my own stuff here. I got stuff laying all over the place.
Go.
Spring Lake played Reeves Puffer tonight, and Spring Lake was 1-1. So looking forward to that game. It'll be back here at Falcon Stadium. And look who's behind us. Do you see who's behind us?
And who is behind us?
It's Rick Klaska.
That's Rick Klaska.
Rick, get in here a minute. Let's give us an update on your boys that are playing for Army. You got. Hang on.
First of all, you got to talk into the mic.
You got to flip that little button.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. First of all, I want to say this was a heck of a high school football game. It's great to be back here at West. I mean, watch those boys play like that. That was an outstanding game. Like you said, either team, you feel bad. Either team has to be on the short end of that stick because they both played really, really well. So, great high school football game, great atmosphere, and obviously you guys always do a good job. But the boys, they're doing good. Go Army. They're 2-0. They got the second.
So hey, let's not everyone will know who you are.
Okay.
so Rick Klaska, Timmy Klaska, running back, all-time leading rusher in West Catholic history. Rick is the father of him, and then who led the way with a lot of those rushing yards was Timmy's brother Kyle. Both of them are playing for Army now. So go ahead, give us an update.
So real quick, Army, West Point, they're doing well. They've got the second longest winning streak right now in the FBS. So they're doing really well. They're coming along really well. Kyle's recovering from a little bit of an injury, a little torn meniscus, but they're not meniscus, right MCL, but. He's recovering. He's doing really well. He's going to be back in a couple weeks. And Tim, he's a redshirt freshman, and he's got to battle, with some upperclassmen who know the offense a little bit better.
Right.
So, but they're doing well. I'll say this: is Army is a unique. It's a beautiful place, but it's a unique atmosphere, and there's a lot of things that you don't get through like a Power 5 or a MAC school or anything like that you have to deal with that. Other kids don't. So
spare time.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Rick, can you talk a little bit about Timmy as being a redshirt freshman? How hard is that on a kid who, you look at him at West Catholic. He started as a sophomore. He had a phenomenal year, set records his junior year, set records his senior year. He's used to being on the field, competing week in and week out. How hard is it for a guy who's as competitive as Timmy to go into a program and to sit and watch for a year and learn?
you know, that's probably one of the best questions ever, because we sit up here and we look at high school athletes and we sit there and go, oh my gosh, they're really good. They're really, really good.
Right.
And then when you go to that next level and see the speed, so a gap here where Tim would bust it for 10 yards, a gap in college, he's going to get 3 yards. You know what I mean? It just,
Sure.
The closing speed, the intensity in which guys hit is just, fundamentally, it's just an unbelievable difference. But it is hard. It is a challenge. But the fact of the matter is that he's embracing that challenge. He's bonded with some guys that have been really good throughout the country, which is really cool. You know, you're making friends from kids from Texas, Florida, you know, Pennsylvania, everywhere, right? So that bond has helped them, and you got to kind of, you know, work through some of those challenges when you're down a little bit, sitting there going,
Sure.
I think I'm better than that guy, but you're not, maybe a step slow because you don't know the offensive sets as well as some of those the older guys, right, that have
Sure.
been in the system. Kyle, on the other hand, for him, he was told he was going to have his opportunities. He unfortunately had a little bit of an injury, but for him, they love that he plays violent.
Yep.
So I'd suggest to these great big offensive linemen at West Catholic, if you want to get to that next level, you got to learn to play violent. That's what they want. They want violence and speed. Parents may not want to hear that.
Yeah, right,
But
right.
that's college football, right? So, but Kyle's there, and he's doing really well. And on top of that, academically, the boys are both doing very well. So it's a great place for them to be right now.
That's really important.
That's
I'm glad you
fantastic.
mentioned that, because, you know, that's not an easy place academically, and it does say a lot about the West Catholic education here and how well prepared they are to take that next step. And it seems like no matter where they end up, if they go to a Notre Dame, they go to an Aquinas, they go to a Butler, they go to University of Michigan, wherever they end up, they succeed because
Right.
they are well prepared academically.
Absolutely. I mean, this place definitively sets them up academically to prepare them for those challenges. But I will say the one difference when it comes down to it from an Army perspective, or an academy, I'll just say an academy,
Sure.
is they're up early in the morning, and like for Tim right now, it's called his plebe year. He's up early in the morning for formation, and he's not done till 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Kyle gets a little bit more latitude now that he's through his plebe year, but the freshman year is by far the toughest. But the demands of the military, you know, the military things and the aspects of that, and then on top of that, the academics, it makes it very challenging. And I will say, the environment on the football program, listen, it's Army. I understand it's not Power 5, but I will tell you right now, those kids will come out and they'll punch you in the face no matter who you are.
Sure.
So
That's great. And failure's not an option.
No.
They're investing in these kids, and failure's not an option. They will do everything they can do to have them succeed academically and in football and in life. It's just a
absolutely.
fantastic road to a very successful life. We feel great. We feel great for your kids. That's
Well,
great.
listen, I was glad to stop by. I just wanted to say hello to you guys. I want to say hello to the West Catholic West Side, the family, and the family of the West Side. And just appreciate you guys. Great football game. I know this team right here is going to do very well throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Well,
It does.
thanks for stopping by. That's Rick Klaska, parent of Timmy and Kyle Klaska at Army now, and thanks for saying hi. And Rick has been in the booth calling games in the past, and
Yep.
so he's no stranger to the booth. And when the opportunities arise with one of us go, we'll absolutely keep you in mind again.
All right.
So
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, take care.
All right.
Well, that'll wrap it up. It's everything we wanted in a high school football game and more.
Yeah.
I mean, we had everything. We had long plays. We had special teams. We had hard hits. we had a fake punt. Everything wrapped up into this football game.
It was,
And
yeah.
so we want to thank our sponsors. Again, in case you just joining us here in the post game, 41-38 your score. South Christian defeats West Catholic.
In
We'd
a,
like to thank our
in a
sponsors
fantastic
tonight.
game. Yeah, tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Fox Pools, swimming pool installation, repair, supplies, and accessories by Custom Caulking, where quality is the priority, serving both commercial and residential customers. By West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair, Frank's Market, fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. By Padgett Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax prep, and payroll. Duba Attorneys at Law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan. by Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. Moore & Sons Roofing, your local certified Owens Corning roofing contractor by Melissa Homewood, and Epic Realty, your real estate done right, and from your West Catholic Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school football program in Michigan. Thank you all. And
Hey, I'll give you the final thought, Joe.
Sure.
Final thought.
Final thought. Floor is yours.
No, I said I'd give you the final thought.
Oh, me the final thought.
Yeah.
You're always with the final thought.
No, I'm giving you the final thought.
I tell you what, these kids hold their heads high. They lost tonight, but they played a team much like themselves. They are a state contender year in and year out, just as West Catholic is. They competed up and down the field, used their resources, used their skills, used their talents, found themselves 3 points down and still coming down the field. They're going to have a great run for the rest of the season. It's going to be a challenge, but this game, like you said, you and I circled this and we went, oh, man,
yeah,
South Christian.
Yes.
And they played. You put another couple minutes on the clock, and this might be a whole different conversation we're having right now.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you what, Grady Augustin, little coming out party here tonight. And the defense, did everything they could do to stop Carson Viss. Came up 3 points short. It's been a great game on a great night. 40th reunion this weekend.
Yeah, enjoy your reunion with all your friends. It'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Anxious to see them. Happy with the way the kids played. They're going to go on next week, and they're going to pound on the Lakers of
they're going to take it
Spring
out.
Lake.
Yeah.
They're going to take some frustrations out.
Well, yeah, fantastic game. You got to hold your head high, and just a couple miscues here and there, but they played so well. More yards than South Christian, and at the end of the day, it just one possession few to get it done. But what a great job by West Catholic. So that will do it for us tonight. This might be the only time. It'll be very interesting. The rankings next week might be the first time in MHSAA history where a team is 1-2 that could be ranked number 1 or 2 in the state. So we'll see what the rankings are. Catholic Central is number 1. They were losing to Notre Dame Prep. It'll be really interesting to see where the rankings are next week. But
and Forest Hills Eastern was taking it on the chin too. So a lot of shake-up, a lot of good games. And we look forward to the rest of the season. Game 3, done.
So next week we will be here at Falcon Stadium. We will have the huddle feed again, so this will be audio and video. We want to say thanks so much for joining us on what was an epic battle between two great teams. Your final score here from Falcon Stadium, it is the South Christian Sailors 41 and the West Catholic Falcons 38. Have a great weekend, everyone. Go green.
Go blue.